Hey everybody, thank you for watching. This is another live. Today I'm going to be going live with Stefan. He's a Liberian living in the United States. Thank you for watching. Wow, it looks like these people were waiting for me already. Yeah, he's a Liberian living in the United States, but he always going to Liberia and Sierra Leone. I've interviewed him on this platform before, on the Liberian TV network platform, and Stefan has been very, supportive too of our platform. So today I'm going to be asking him about all the update about some of the stuff because he's very patriotic. I remember when I interviewed him, he was motivated about Liberia and going to Liberia. So the update. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to watch myself. But anyway, yeah, Stefan was so motivated. He's a very patriotic guy when it comes to anything Liberia. So I look forward to interviewing him. I look forward to interviewing Stefan to see what's going on and some of the update he can give us. But I think I sent him the link a little bit late, so maybe it will take him some time to come on the show. I'm sure he will be coming on soon. Yeah, but Stefan has been one of the guys, when it comes to Liberia, he believes in making a difference. Stefan is involved in doing like a business in Liberia. He is involved in some of the community stuff that they have going in Liberia. Today I'm wearing my Liberian shirt, by the way, representing LIB. But anyway, I'm gonna be here. I've been going Facebook live recent time. It's been really good. Yesterday I went live. A lot of people joined the live, and it even got us more subscribers, more followers. 1 minute. Yeah, but I can't wait to talk to Stefan. So you guys should be patient. You're not only gonna look at my face here today. You'll see my homeboy Stefan. He will come. Stefan is a Liberian, like I was saying. He's a Liberian living in the United States, but he is more involved in doing things in Liberia. And I can't wait to have him going here. Yeah, Stefan also does YouTube videos educating people about different things, about businesses, about stuff. So we would have a chat. I will refer you guys to his YouTube channel. I can't wait for him to come. Like I said, don't blame the brother. I sent him this link a little bit late. I was busy the whole day. So yeah, he will come on. But what you guys got going? What the G's? What are you watching from? Yeah, let's do this thing. Where you watching from? Which city are you watching from? Yeah, so where you watching from? Which city, which town, which country? Which you don't have to give your address, but where you watching from? I'm right here in LA right now. How you guys like the videos? Where you watching from? Facebook, YouTube? By the way, if you're following us on Facebook, you can always check out our YouTube channel. If you're following us on YouTube, you can always check out our Facebook page. Um, Yeah, but once Stefan comes on, we will start the real live. So you guys should, and we want you guys share the live too. Please share the live because it's very important. If you share the live, you get a lot of people come in to watch, and if you don't share the live, sometimes it can be a little something. But the more you share the live, let me see, Stefan. Okay, so Stefan just texted me he will be on soon. I just hoping that you guys can share the live so we can have a lot of people following because Stefan will be giving us good information about Liberia, about his experience in Sierra Leone. So today is not all going to be about Liberia, but we will have some update on Sierra Leone and his experience. What are some of the things he got going there? Because Stefan been going to Liberia over and over now, so yeah, I can't wait for that. But while we are waiting, yeah, please share this live. At least if you can send me a star, you can send me a cash app. Please share the live for us so that we are able to. I can put my cash app information in the video description just in case you want to send me some cash app, Venmo, all that stuff. These people that you all these videos you see and pictures you see on our platform. A lot of time, a lot of time Yeah, a lot of time we pay people. I pay people to do that for sure. Nobody on my platform that is working for free. It's not one of those Liberian journalists thing that where they don't pay their people 6 months, 3 months. I don't do that. Everybody on my platform they get paid. So the more you guys, if you guys can, send me cash app, I'm gonna put that in this. Let me see. I'm gonna put that in the video, the cash app information in the video, so that you guys can, if you have anything, man, you wanna send me a cash app, that would be nice. But let me see if I can find the cash app information so that we can throw that in there just in case anybody is feeling generous and they want to help. I will appreciate it. Yeah, if anybody want to help, I would really appreciate it. But anyway, let me look for that. I'm still looking through. Yeah, I can put it in the comment section. Hopefully, you'll be able to understand. We have three ways you can help: Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All the little thing. And there's people, I know it's kind of hard for. Sometimes I don't talk about these things because Liberians, it's very hard for Liberian to support when it comes to the kind of show that we do. Yeah, so I don't know if you look in the comment section, you can see our Cash App information. I know right now it's all there like that, but you can see the PayPal. We have a Venmo too, but I don't know why this thing just crowded together. Like when you, I'll try to see if they will allow me to edit this because it looks like they're all together like that. Oh, you see, I tried to click enter to make space, but it didn't work. So, well, what you're seeing, I think you can read it. You can see Venmo is there, something. Then you see Cash App. I'm sure you are able to read it like that. But JTS Visual Media, is the same JTS Visual Media for Venmo. But anyway, while we are waiting for Stefan, if anybody want to come in on the show too, let me put a link there so you guys can see. But we are waiting for Stefan. I think he was doing a couple of things. He's doing a few things before coming on. So yeah, be patient. I just put a link in this. I just post the link. All you have to do in the comment section. So all you have to do just copy and paste that in your browser and you'll be able to come on the show. A lot of people have done that before. You can come on the show. Maybe you can be my co-host as I interview Stefan. Stefan is a super businessman. He has some businesses in the U.S. here. Then he has some businesses in Liberia. He will come on to tell us some of the mostly the Liberia. I'm sure he got stuff going in Sierra Leone, but that will be up to him to tell us some of the stuff he has going there. But hey, like I was saying, don't forget to send a star. You can also we have a subscription button on our platform. If you don't see it, but you can still send a cash app. You see the PayPal thing there. If you copy and paste that link, it will take you to PayPal, or you can see our Venmo, Cash App, Venmo there. You can also send a cash app. You can send us Venmo. You know, a JTS Visual Media for Cash App, JTS Visual Media for Venmo. Yeah, you type that in, you'll be able to do that. But anyway, what I'm waiting for, Stefan, where you guys watching from? I know I've been going live a lot lately. I've been going mostly Facebook Live direct because I've been liking it to interact with the fans, especially on Facebook. I think a lot of Liberians spend a lot of time on Facebook than YouTube. We just started our Facebook page. We started being consistent on Facebook, I think less than a year ago, but right now our followers are at around 27,000. We've been on YouTube for a long time. We Facebook is about to surpass YouTube. YouTube is 37,000. 32,000. Facebook is 27. So Facebook is closer and we just started. Imagine if we were on Facebook a few years back. That's your man. What's up, boss man?
Jefferson,
Hey, what's up? I like how you said Jefferson.
man, what's up
What's
with
up?
you, man? I like the shirt.
Oh, thank you. LIB is in the building. I wanted to show you that I'm more patriotic than you.
Where you get a shirt from?
From the Liberian community here, I think I have two of these. I even have the hat. I should have worn the hat too, but yeah, the
Yeah,
Liberian community, they always design these shirts, and I have. So yeah, I have another one too that is nice. Yeah. So,
man,
but
the
how
shirt
you
look good,
doing?
man.
Yeah, thank you. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. Sorry, I'm running a little late, man. Had to
No,
I forgot last minute. I remember you stream on StreamYard, and I
yeah.
haven't used this StreamYard on this computer yet. Usually I use my laptop, but now I got a whole new setup.
Oh,
How it
no
sound? How I'm
problem.
coming in? How the audio sound?
It sounds good. I think it sounds really good. And
Okay.
no problem, man. You're running late. I know that's what happened when you own half of Atlanta and you own half of Sierra Leone and Liberia.
No.
You know that's my nonsense.
Nah. What's up, man? What's up?
Oh, nothing much. So how you been overall? Like just how everything been with you?
Oh, not bad, man. Can't
Yeah,
complain too much. I was in Africa this year, but you already
yeah,
know I couldn't make it to Liberia this time.
yeah.
So I'm looking to go out maybe closer to the end of the year. But I already told you I'm not gonna be a December. I'm not going to Liberia in December.
That's my
Yeah,
dream.
not December.
That's my dream to be December.
Through December? Nah,
Yeah, I
man.
want to be December. When I said that, my friends will be laughing. They're like, "Do you even know what December means?" I said, "I don't care. I just want to. I like it. I like the name December."
There'll be plenty of y'all going back. But
Yeah,
nah, man. Yeah, so I went back to Africa, but I was in Sierra Leone. I was close to Liberia, but my Liberia trip will be um, closer to the end of this year. But we're still out there. We're still working on the communities. We're still working on our various projects. We had a little slowdown, but I'm starting to learn that when you're working in Africa, you're working with other people. That's to be expected. So I keep telling myself it's a long-term game.
yeah,
So as long as we're moving forward and we could look back every few months or a year and see that we did make progress from where we were a year ago, then I think we're on the right track.
but
Um,
I want to
yeah.
ask you before I get more into stuff. Somebody might be thinking working with people in Liberia isn't that easy. It's almost like we always say, and no disrespect, but honestly, I'm being honest. Here, I can tell somebody this is what I want from you. I'm a producer. You're the supervisor, crew lead for this. This is what I want from you. That person will go and get it done. Know something as long they know what we're supposed to set up. I give them the diagram. In Liberia, you got to keep pushing people over and over to get them going. What advice do you have for people? What are some of the strategy to get people to do it? Is that some mentor? Do you have to have some mentor standing up, like to say, you know what, this is how it is? Let me just keep doing it.
You mean for the people who on the ground doing the work, the
Yeah,
laborers?
people that you work with on the ground. I know it's not easy to work with people on the ground. You have to keep pushing them.
Well, the work on the ground goes on because people need money. So I don't think that's what the issue is.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, I think when people have problems, it don't be the people not wanting to work. Is one, people want to steal your money. They want
Mm,
to steal the materials. So I think is that trust. That's the main part. So when you work with a company like how we work with Emma and stuff like that, it kind of it shifts the responsibilities a little bit.
mm,
Because if we have a quote on a project, then that's the amount we're gonna pay. If
mm.
one of the workers came and stole some cement, stole some iron rods, well, that doesn't have anything to do with me. But when you're trying to not work with a company and you're trying to do it yourself, like you send your uncle over there to the site and your uncle have to manage the people, or maybe your uncle will be working with those people, or maybe your uncle will be the one stealing.
Yeah.
So I would advise if you don't have somebody trusted on the ground, try to find a company. And now there's actually a lot of them. If you do research online, you go on YouTube. It's not hard to find them. You search around some Facebook pages, stuff like that, or you can even send your family members to go find one of those companies, or speak with somebody like for people who uh, um, watch a channel like yours. right? If somebody was to reach out to you, say, "Hey, Jefferson, do you know such and such people in this?" I'm sure you can think of some people who have been on your channel in the past who you could say, "Hey, I don't know firsthand, but try to reach out to this person, reach out to this person." So a
Yeah,
lot of times, I think people they try to save money. People want to save money, and it ends up coming back to bite them.
yeah.
You know.
Actually, you're right because a lot of time people that steal from other people are those that are not, it's not real company, like a big company trying to steal from you. Or people like somebody hire their uncle, their brother, somebody, and they just don't want to do the work, or they just want to steal from you. But I know when you first started going to Liberia. Oh, by the way, I forgot to introduce you. This is Stefan. This and he been on our show before. He's a Liberian living in the United States, but he's been doing a lot in Liberia. And today we'll be talking about some of this stuff. I know first you started going to Liberia, and then other something just switched. Something just happened, and you just start going to Sierra Leone too much. As a Liberian, I'm a little bit jealous. What happened? Is that Chamu in that place? I'm just joking. You don't have to spend nothing out.
Uh, I went out there because that's where I knew people over there
Okay.
first. When I was going back to Liberia, it was I have family over there, but I don't really know them. You know, I have
Mm,
family that never left since the war. They've been there the whole time, so I know of them, and I knew I was gonna go over there and see them, but I didn't know them like know them. I really didn't know anybody in Liberia, so it was easier for me to go to Freetown, which I know people over there. And my whole plan in the Freetown move is, and which is still the plan today. I'm focused on Liberia. That's my main focus, but I want to be connected all throughout West Africa. So all our surrounding countries, um, I want to be connected. And Sierra Leone, there's no language barrier. They speak Creole. We speak Colloqua. Is all a form of English, meaning if somebody from a English speaking country was to come to Sierra Leone or Liberia, um, you could still converse. Now,
mm,
you're not going to understand that raw Colloqua. You might not understand that raw Creole, but there's not much communication barrier. So eventually, hopefully I can be invested in all those countries because one benefit of Sierra Leone, which I haven't experienced myself yet, but it says Sierra Leone is cheaper um, to receive things, to clear things. Now, I've sent things to Sierra Leone. I've never sent a car, but that's one of the things I see people shipping cars to either Sierra Leone or Guinea and then driving it across the border to Liberia. So if a lot of people are doing that, then it seems like that's a good connection to have, is to be connected in these surrounding countries. So that was my thought process going out to Sierra Leone, was to build connection, build network, and just have influence, all over West Africa. But Liberia is my home. I love Freetown. When I was younger, I lived in Senegal for a couple years. Um, Back then, I loved it. I lived in Gambia for like 5 years
man, you've been
when I was younger. Yeah, so when I come back to Africa, yes, Liberia is my country. I want to, go back and get in touch with my roots and establish myself in Liberia. But I'm interested in all of Africa, especially West Africa.
when it comes to you were talking about investment. When it comes to investment, what type of business that you are really looking at that you want to put your money in? Like type of business, real estate, different things.
Um, yeah, definitely real estate. That's the main thing. I think real estate is more like a long-term play because a lot of people want to go to Liberia and they want to build a house and they want to rent it. But when you go to Liberia, you see people renting a house for like $100 a month. So when I see that, and then sometimes those Facebook pages, when somebody put a decent looking house and they put, okay, their house $500 a month, you should see the comments. People talking, oh, this house got gold on it. Oh, this house, this. I'm like, for 500. So when I add it up, when I do the math, I say, okay, even if you spend $20,000 to build a house, which is cheap now, Liberia is really expensive, and actually, Sierra Leone is cheaper than
Mm,
Liberia on a lot of things. Liberia is
wow.
expensive. So
Yeah.
$20,000. I don't even know which kind of house you can build in Liberia for $20,000 house, but it's gonna be very small. So
Yeah.
this thing
The chicken
it's
house.
gonna be small. It's gonna be small, and you're not even talking about tile, toilet, digging your, doing your septic,
And there's no
electrical,
just a
roofing.
mud house.
Oh man, no, don't bring that mud house stuff around here, man. uh, but you spend 20,000, and then you go, you rent the house for $200 a month, right? That's less than a 10% return,
Mm.
and then not even to worry about the time in between that when somebody leave your house. It's just the to rent to local people over there is not, it's not worth it if you're
But
just trying
but
to make a
but
profit.
but but we recently made a video of a guest house in Liberia where they were saying that I think they said $80 for one bedroom per night, and
Yeah,
then
so that's short term rental.
yeah, then they had a guest house that was also like I think $110 for I think two bedroom or three bedroom, I think
Yeah, yeah,
around there. Yeah,
yeah.
so I don't know those people because we did a full video tour of the place,
Right.
and yeah, they were yeah we got to see the place and we got to see what they were doing.
Yeah, me too. When I go to Liberia, I spend like the place I stay at is like $120 a night, but
Yeah,
because they have all the amenities that we're used to.
yeah, that
So the
place.
short term rentals, yeah, the short term rentals, the numbers make sense, but you're not targeting the people who live in Liberia. You're
Mm,
targeting people from the diaspora. You're targeting maybe tourists coming to stay over there. So that's worth more the investment. But to be honest, man, when I look at Liberia and I come back and do stuff, I'm not necessarily thinking where can I make the highest return. We all know America. I feel like America, you're gonna make the highest return.
oh yeah, absolutely. If
Yeah.
you buy
So if
a
you're taking
house,
your money, yeah,
yeah,
not even just house, just a lot of, come on, like even a lot of stuff we talk about. There's so
yeah,
many business opportunities, so many things you can do to make money without having money. But if you have money too, then there's a lot more opportunities in America. Now, there might be some people in Liberia that have a certain niche market, right? Like they know a certain thing they could put money into and be able to make money back out. Like let's say if you had a connection with somebody doing raw materials, and
hmm
that person have a connection, they can sell it to somebody in China or Dubai or something like that. Then yeah, that's a niche market. You can come in and make that kind of money. But for the average investor, um, that's not really my specialty. When I spend money in Liberia, I'm more thinking about helping, what I can do to progress the country,
hmm
what I can do to help and just make overall influence. And when we start these building projects, we're more looking to influence other people, like the community project. Um, Obviously, there's no profit at the end of the road over there. It's a community where we're all building our own primary houses. So
Wow.
there's no profit over there. But by building modern style houses, we could set an example to other people that you don't need to keep building these old Roman pillar looking houses. We can set an example that people can come together and put in for stuff like the roads. And like, how many houses do you see in Liberia where the house looks amazing, but the road coming to the house
Oh
is
yeah, it's bad.
garbage? It's mud road.
Even the place, my brother and I we are building our mother house. You see the
Hmm.
road going there. I seen the road, and it's not like very good. Like I'm like, man, nice houses, and then how we build it for our mother is really nice too. Now around the whole area, there are nice houses, but it's like you see the road there, you're like, man, this place, the nice houses, but bad road. It's just crazy. The only place that I seen and maybe a little bit of good road was around where the president, Joseph Boakai, we are, all these people live. But a lot of places in Liberia, they have nice houses, but the road is horrible.
Right.
Yeah,
So what's that go? It goes to show you that people can come together and do those kind of things. If you add
yeah.
up all those houses on the road, if you get 20, 30 houses, right, for everybody to come together to put their own 500, 600,000 and fix the road, it can be possible, but people don't do it. So we come in and we show others, maybe not people in the area, but people who can watch on YouTube and say, hey, these people building a community. We show them it's possible. You don't have to come back and try to do everything by yourself. If we have an area where we want to develop, you buy your own land in that area. Why can't we come together to build a road? Why can't we come together to say we're going to build a park? We're going to build a water tower, Because when everybody feel like they have to do it themselves, then nothing gets done. You
Yeah.
have all these nice houses, but the roads are horrible. So most of the moves we make, me personally, especially, I'm not thinking about profit when I come to Liberia. I know there's other things I could do with that money to make more money in America, but I do it because we want to change the trend. We want to start a new trend. We want people to start coming back to Liberia. We want people to start investing in Liberia, and we want Liberians to collectively work together, starting off with smaller projects. And then once we accomplish that, bro, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Like, there's no reason to have dirty streets, trash on the streets, horrible transportation system.
Zero
Um,
houses.
yeah, almost eight. Well, I don't even know the unemployment rate in Liberia, if that's even accurate, but I feel like, at least 90% of the people don't have no jobs. So
Like, if people
yeah,
always say 80, 60, 80,
60,
80,
80.
it's
Yeah, right,
80% of maybe 60 to 80% of
bro.
people.
Do they even have a correct census?
I don't know.
We
That's
don't even
that
know.
part of it is different.
And everybody's telling market, and you said 60%.
Maybe they
Yeah,
don't count. They don't count the people with their little weather market and stuff.
yeah,
And
but even the kids selling market, everybody's selling market. So yeah, we're just trying to set an example, hopefully inspire, motivate people to jump on board, follow suit, or even if it's the next generation of, you know, Liberian Americans or Liberians in the diaspora. Yeah, come back. Let's put in some work. The country's looking good. It looks like it's on a good trend now. I'm seeing online there's all kinds of cleaning initiatives going on, cleaning the streets. And that was one of the biggest turnoffs for me when I go to Liberia and I see, like, people just dirtying your environment,
yeah,
because that's like dirtying your own house. That's like you throw
yeah.
trash in your house and you just leave it there. So that's
But you
one of the
see,
biggest turnoffs.
yeah. Besides the people that leave stuff in their houses, the I would say the leaders, the government official. I know we don't blame. We are not supposed to blame government for everything, but I don't think leaders or the government officials are setting example too for the people to say, okay, this is what we want you to do. Because let's just say, for example, if you take trash, you put it in front of your house, like where I live. If you ever put a trash in front of my house, in front of the house, they will come and find you for that. You can just put it anywhere. And but in Liberia, who is regulating anything, who is enforcing the law, except now that they have new mayor, and like you were saying, the new mayor been doing well. I mean, honestly, if we will be honest and put all the politics aside, he been doing well. He been breaking down some places. He been cleaning. They've been trying to clean up. They've been reaching out to other countries to see how they can help them. I think everything is about system. Like if you go to Skid Row right now and you go to Beverly Hills, there are two different things. I've observed when you go to Beverly Hills, there are people on the street the whole time cleaning the city. From the city, they are cleaning. If you go to Skid Row, it's all homeless area. Who cares? LA, city of LA, they don't really go there that much. They've been trying, but I'm sure they give up on that place. It's not how they treat Beverly Hills. It's not how they treat my place here, Silver Lake. They don't do all of that like that. Silver Lake, everywhere is clean. They have people all on the street with that little leaf blower and stuff.
Right.
So it's just about what you are doing. I know we are not supposed to blame government, but you as a leader, you have to also set the example. If you see some buildings in Liberia, government building, they are all covered with mold. They haven't been like repainted. How will you tell somebody paint your house? How will you tell somebody clean from your house when you see some ministry? They, you can see some debt, some places. So I think in order for the people to start doing stuff, we have to also, as a leader, you have to set example. Or as a person, let's just say you live from here, you build a house somewhere. Every time people see you painting your house, and your house look really nice. Everybody's saying, "Wow, the guy house really nice." Other people will start following that too. They will start saying, "You know what, my house can be there." Let's just say you have a house there. I have my house there, and maybe Emma has a house somewhere. And then each time we are, painting our houses, you know what happened? Somebody will say, "Oh man, this is I see you." Then somebody will say, "Oh, I can't be the only person with a bad house here, so let me repaint my house." So for me, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying the people can be blamed, but the leaders can be. They should be blamed too. They should make efforts.
Man, there's no reason that everybody knows there's corruption in government, and it
Mhm.
still goes on. That
Yeah,
concept just sounds crazy. Like we know it's not even a secret.
yeah,
When people are telling you not to come to Liberia because the government is corrupt, then at that point, the issue needs addressing.
yeah,
So everything we do, we're not political. I don't talk politics. So you're never gonna catch me on a show talking politics.
yeah,
But I mean, come on, this is disgraceful.
yeah,
I don't want to divide Liberians by talking about this side and this side because
yeah.
a lot of Liberians are politically affiliated.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. And
we gotta
it's like
solve we gotta
people
solve
people
the
are
we gotta solve the issue.
people are brainwashed to say, to believe that, oh, my party is the best, your party is wrong, and no matter what. And for me, I hate having the arguments. Like sometimes we will post something that has to do with development, people will say, oh, the other person, that other person. So now I just realize I'm starting to understand that I can't waste my time trying to explain, because no matter how you explain, these people believe that, oh, and when you're trying to explain to somebody, no, this one is like this, they'll say, okay, you are for that party, that's why you are. Yeah, so I think
Even
having,
when that party come in, even
yeah,
when their party come in, they will
mhm,
still be suffering, but then they will start talking good.
yeah, they will be
They're not
talking
even
good.
reaping any benefits.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's hard to comprehend. So
yeah,
we try not to address it from that angle.
yep,
But first, let's just start our developments. Let's start
mhm,
coming back, and let's start letting our voices be heard, like how we're coming on this
yeah,
channel and we're talking about issues that need to be resolved.
yeah,
And hopefully we do that long enough, and some of these issues will start. And I think we're moving in the right direction. I think all these things we're mentioning,
yeah,
they're going to sort themselves out. But what you don't want to happen is sometimes people waiting for that to happen first. Or I'm not going to go back to Liberia to do this and that until the corruption ends, or until this ends, until that ends. But by that time, hey, if no corruption in Liberia, trust me, bro, this is a rich country. Like, look at these pictures. I don't know if you can see these images behind me.
oh yeah, that's what I was waiting until you're done to ask you, like, are you using green screen or there's a TV behind you or something?
Oh no, I'm using NVIDIA broadcast to show my drone shot that
Oh
I
really?
took. Yeah, so I did this. This is an older one. Obviously, I didn't go to Liberia this year. So we do have another culvert right here that we built.
Mm-hmm,
Is a second culvert because
mm-hmm,
this water right here was
mm-hmm,
forming on this road. So we
mm.
got a second culvert, and then we got this culvert over here. So we got two culverts on this road. Um,
It's at your old, it's at your old community, or it's a part of the new community? Because at some point I want us to talk about those communities too, so people understand what we are trying to say here. Can we start with can you tell people, because not everybody watched the previous video? Can you tell people what you guys are doing? Because you mentioned community.
yeah. So we have a community project. Um, that in this community, Brewville community, is about 25 individuals. We came together, not all at the same time, but um, eventually we had about 25 people buy land in this area with the agreement that we would contribute towards certain things, this road being one of them.
Mm.
We do have our water tower now. I didn't transfer the videos off my phone, but maybe for the next video we can do something just about community. So we have that water tower. They just dug the borehole. We fixed a couple of these culverts. So basically, we're taking things that matters into our own hands. We're not saying that we're waiting for a government to come fix a road. We fix this road right here. We build our certain amenities in the future. We plan on doing a little park over there. It's just trying to create an environment where we can come and build our homes and just be comfortable, not have to worry about zinc, not have to worry about somebody, our neighbors, building farmland, not have to worry about you know the no rules and regulations that goes on in Liberia. So we want to create an environment that we know we can come home and enjoy it. So that's the initiative we're on. I'm part of two of these projects, and the second one is in Charlesville, which a lot of people are buying land now around that airport area. So it's a real nice area. Obviously, it's not near the ocean like this property, but that one has the advantage also because it's very close to the airport. And we know when you in the city, and you have to be to the airport because of traffic. You have to leave like 3 hours earlier, even though it's only like a 45-minute drive. Sometimes you get caught in traffic, and then you don't make it to the airport in time. So it's good to have a place near the airport. So we just come together and add these amenities. And I mean, even though my house, I haven't even started building my house yet, but just seeing these things like I'm showing you right here, this culvert system, this road that we built. The first time I went to Liberia, we couldn't drive on this road. This road was non-existent. It was just all sand. So just from these things we're doing, it brings me a sense of joy, accomplishment, and it makes me feel like I'm contributing to the development overall in Liberia. Also, in addition to coming on here on YouTube and trying to influence other people, but that's basically what the community concept is about, coming together to create an environment that we can control ourselves without having to build. Because just imagine this. Imagine you get nice land. You buy your full-town lot, nice, right? Your neighbor come. He start growing whatever, corn. Start doing all that other stuff. Yeah. He want to
Potato.
raise goats. He want build big building. Or the worst one, let me tell you, bro, the worst, the most annoying, and not to offend anybody that's religious. Every other block, there's a church over there. And those people have church till like 9 o'clock at night, and they be using loudspeakers. There's no regulation. Somebody could build a house in the community and literally open a church. And those churches, man, those pastors be loud, loud.
The pastor feel loud.
Hey, you in your house at 9 o'clock, you trying to relax. You just hearing
Hallelujah.
church service next door. The pastor got to hustle. He got to collect his collection money. So,
I think that's a black thing where people can be yelling and stuff like as if God will come down today and something. It's like, dude, just talk to God like, God, please help me, and that's it. You don't have to be yelling like that.
I go to even when I rent place over there, I go to stay.
Mm.
Yeah, you drive through neighborhoods and people houses, that's church. You'll see like 30 chairs outside, and there's no, it's not like that just Sunday service. Or no, those service that Tuesday, that Thursday, that Saturday night, all kinds of stuff. So in this area right here, obviously, there's regulation. You can't build any of those things I mentioned.
Mm.
And then there's gonna be a certain code over here. So we want we want to color coordinate the houses, make everything look like a neighborhood, almost like a community you'll see in
So it's
America.
not going to be red, white, and blue. Liberian people like that.
Nah, man.
You know, somebody built
No
a
purple
house.
house.
Huh?
No purple house. I said no purple houses.
Yeah, that's what I was coming to. Somebody built a house, you'll see it's completely pink, like very
Nah, man.
raw,
Hey,
exposed pink. I'm like,
I I
damn,
I,
like,
I I hate that. I hate
I
that,
hate
man.
that. I've seen houses like that, businesses like that in Liberia. I'm like, man, are these people even creative? Do you have to make your house like that?
They're not
Um,
creative, bro.
but hold on, how do you guys do it? Do people sign contracts? Because I know somebody may buy their land and say, "Oh, you know why? This is my land. It's I own it. You can't tell me what to do." I know in the U.S. they have H&H or something, H and something. Yeah, but how
HOA.
do
Yeah, we all. Yeah, we signed an agreement. Um, Before anybody purchases the land, you sign an agreement.
you?
So hopefully, if there's any, you know, discrepancies or you don't agree, then hey, this concept is not for everybody. There's
Mm,
some people who want to come back and who want to do anything they want to do, anywhere they want to do it, which the decision is yours, but it's just you just don't have room in this community because we don't share the same sentiment. We feel like there is benefit to some restriction,
mm.
and if it's for the betterment or of the community, then I'm in favor of it, you know.
But I want to ask this: what if, let's just say I already buy my land from you guys, and somebody else come and say, "Hey, you know what? And I decided that, you know what, I won't be able to build a house here, and they decide to sell the land to somebody else, and that person doesn't know you guys rule. How does it work?
Yeah, so basically to they won't be able to just sell the land themselves.
Mm,
Um they can try, but this area, like this Bruville area, there's only one person who could survey any of these lands.
mm,
Right? There's one person. So we always have to go through the same channel. Everybody has to go through the same channel to sell it. So but that's the part about vetting too. we try to vet people, so we make sure that we get the right people in there. If you want to sell your land to somebody, then we want to make sure that person is abiding by all the rules too, and they're in agreement to everything that was listed on the roadmap. And
Mhm.
if you selling your land to somebody like that, I mean, we can't oppose that, but we try to vet people to make sure everybody is on the same page.
But I know you guys have a big land out there because all these 25 persons, I'm sure that's a large piece of land. How are you guys protecting stuff, people from reselling people land out there to other people? Have you had that problem before?
No, this area we have, well, now we have security. We have day and night security.
Okay.
We have our checkpoint there. So you can't even drive car into that land without somebody opening the checkpoint for you. Um, and in addition to the security, we have a caretaker, Emmanuel, who is always out there. He's in the area, and yeah, anybody go on that land looking at stuff or anything, we get alerted right away, and we could deal with whatever issue is at that time. So that's another benefit about having a community, having a lot of us. The people who own land in this community, they don't have to worry about that. We've owned these lands for over 2 years now. We're slowly developing, and there's a couple people in the community that's actually building their houses right now. But like I said, we got that water tower up, we got the road up, we got the checkpoint up, we got the 2 culverts built. So we've been out there. We didn't just get the land,
So,
so
so,
that's not a
so
concern.
the water tower, is that to supply the community with drinking water, or what's that about?
Yeah, yeah. So it's gonna supply the community. So instead of everybody needing to build their own water tower
Hmm.
or well, we can have a single source of water, almost like in America.
Hmm.
We don't know where the water come from.
Mm.
We don't have to go in our backyard and see water tank.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get as close to that look as possible. So this water tower right here, um, I wish I don't even have the image on there. I wish I had transferred over. The water tower is complete right now. We just hit water. So in the future, somebody have their house complete, they would just have to connect their pipes to the main water line, which the next part about this water project is running water lines down that street I just showed you. So there's going to be water lines um on the left, the right side of the street, and then if your house is on the right side, then you would just connect your water pipe to that, and then you would have access to the water tower. So you don't need to personally build your own well or have a water tower in your yard or have tanks on top of your house. We're trying to get away from that look.
So the place that people are looking at right now behind you is Broadville.
This right here is Marshall. I'm just switching through clips.
Oh,
I
okay.
also have a land. Yeah, me and my sister got land in Marshall. So I'm just playing through different clips.
A lot of people say it's hard buying land in Marshall.
Oh yeah.
People can
No,
sell
no.
you.
The first time we had a problem. The first time we had a problem.
What was
We
the
had a
problem?
problem. Yeah, we went there, and when we were ready to start building our warehouse,
Hmm.
somebody came and said they bought the land years and years ago. So we had to go to the seller,
Wow.
and yeah, we had to strong arm that guy, even get the police involved, and you know he didn't want no problems, but he ended up giving us another piece of land. So right away we went on that land and we built something just in case was to have any other issues. But now that's why uh, um, even myself or Emma, you'll hear Emma saying
Hmm.
that don't even buy land in Marshall. So I feel like it's not worth the headache to try that. There's a lot of other areas.
Hmm.
Um, Liberia is not just Marshall, so you can buy land in other areas that people aren't having so many issues with. From what I heard, those courts over there, they fill up with Marshall land issues. So just even trying to buy land in Marshall right now is not advised. So I would stay away from it. And I actually have family members that went through problems too. One of my brothers actually having another issue with another land in Marshall right now. So
Hmm.
it's in court. So just stay away from Marshall land.
Yeah.
If yeah, I don't know how you're gonna verify it, makes it sure it's authentic, but me, now that I got this one land, you can see over here, I'm going in on it. Well, you probably can't see it's behind me, but we built a boys' quarter on that land. Um,
I can see
so
it looks like somebody's house is right there on your
look at it, boys' quarter right here. This one,
boy quarter.
boys' quarter.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so we went and put that quick, um, just to kind of secure the land. But we still got some more work to do. So when we go back over there, we're gonna be finishing off with the roof and then um, maybe looking at a fence. But we just put that down just to secure it because you see the area is very nice. You know,
Yeah.
you could tell why a lot of people want to come and
Mm-hmm.
buy land in Marshall. I mean, it's a great area. The lands are flat, great views.
Mm.
So I don't blame people for wanting to buy land there. I'm just
Yeah.
saying right now it's too risky, and
Yeah.
unless you got strong, unless your hand's strong in Liberia, I wouldn't even try that.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, like I mean, people so if somebody wanted to buy land from you guys in the Brewerville, the place you guys have your community, do you guys still have land available to buy?
Not in the community area, but
Mm-hmm.
outside the community, there's land.
Okay. Like
Yeah,
beach
I
or
might
something?
maybe if I decide to sell some of my land in the future, I'll see. But I'm gonna sit on it right now until all the amenities are done because I have multiple lands
Mm-hmm.
out over there. When I went out there and first saw the area, I'm like, man, this is a great investment. This is a great area, and I could definitely see the value in that land. And I was right. From the time we first bought that land, there's projects beginning in the area. There's some other guys, some other YouTubers who probably watched us doing that, and they themselves went and bought some big land in that area, and they're gonna be doing like some some modern developments over there too. So people are starting to build over there. They're seeing what we're doing. Um, so we just had the foresight to know that that area would be a great investment for the future, and we jumped on it. And
Mm.
in the next 10 years, yeah, that area is gonna be. I mean, we're really gonna create something special, man. So
Nice.
hopefully, hopefully, Uncle Sam good to us. We get some good money, and we'll bring that right home.
I know you've been buying, like you said, you already have got a lot of lands in that area and other places too, Masha. What would you tell somebody who want to start buying land with all the stealing stuff that going on in the country? What's the best strategy? What's the best way to get a land in Liberia? Saying you already graduate from that thing.
Yeah, just get with us and get on one of these community moves.
Mm.
Just get on one of these communities. Buy your land. You are gonna have to contribute towards roads and little things, but it's not something like you just come in. We just ask you for a bunch of money. If we say okay, we're gonna clear the land. Everybody put it on a, this the cost to clear the whole land. We divide it by the amount of owners. Okay, everybody pay this $60, $80. Okay, the next one, you might have a major project now and then, like this water tower stuff. So where everybody might have to pay $1,000, 1,200, but it's in a span of months. You put money in here and there. It's an investment. So I feel like the community concept is something that I truly believe in. And I feel like people in the diaspora who don't have people on the ground, and even if you think you got people on the ground, if they have family living in Liberia, they don't have no money, they don't have no opportunities. Of course, anytime you ask them about something, they're gonna tell you it's a great idea. And that's something I had to learn going back to Africa firsthand. Everybody will tell you that's a great idea because they want the money to hit their hand. Any money that surrounds them, it improves their life. So they'll never tell you, no, don't do that. They'll always tell you, yes, it's a good idea. Oh, you want to buy land in that place? Yes, it's good. Oh, you want to build a place? Yeah. Just my friend, yeah, the other person, yeah, that contractor, he can do this one, he can do this one. They'll never tell you no, don't do it because anything that stops you from sending money there is
Hmm.
not beneficial to them. So I had to learn that firsthand also. But um that you can trust, but it's hard
I
to.
think there's something hit your microphone that your volume is low.
My volume low now.
Yeah.
What about now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Better? Yeah.
Yeah.
So get if people in the diaspora, they haven't been going back home, they don't have a anything set up. I don't want to say if they don't have family, because people have family back home, but those families, I mean, come on, people not even making $100 a month, but you're gonna send them thousands and thousands of dollars to go do your development. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah.
I think get with a company, get with other people, like a community program, or like I said, a trusted company where they're gonna give you the whole and the floor plan. They're gonna give you the quote. You guys gonna see what you building. They're gonna give you the architectural drawing. You're gonna sign a contract. You're gonna do your verification. See some other houses they build, some other projects. Get your family to go and check in on that. Do your due diligence. I mean, if you're gonna do all those things, then yeah, move forward with a company. But I mean, the sending money like 500 a year, 1,000 a year, 2,000 a year to your uncle, your sister, this one. I mean, most chances are they putting some of that money in their pocket on top of the money you paying them. So, I mean, for me, I'll just jump on one of these community concepts.
Yeah. That's good. Anyway, all of you that are watching, please share this video. We're going live on both Facebook and YouTube. Please share this video on Facebook, share the video on YouTube. This is Stefan YouTube page. He is let me just show only that for now. Yeah, this is his YouTube page, and he is always doing like he does video too, building a road with some of the community thing that they are doing. If you go there, it will give you idea what he does for a living, what he does there, and what he been doing. So that will help you to make you understand on some of the stuff, because he has building a modern community in Liberia. He will talk about Charleville. He talk about building a road in Liberia by Liberians. He talk about Burraville Road project. So yeah, go check out Stefan. They are doing great job in Liberia. And so, do you have any? Do you have projects going on in Sierra Leone? If you feel okay talking about it, you can say something or not.
Yeah, the project I had in Sierra Leone was from a long time ago. I actually kind of put that on pause right now. Um, I do want to focus more on Liberia, and the Sierra Leone economy has just crashed.
Oh,
Um, yeah, the Sierra Leone economy is actually horrible right now. When I first started going to Sierra Leone, their economy was doing really well. So just kind of playing it on the sidelines right now. But like I said, mostly when I go over there is to build connections. So actually, in Sierra Leone, if I need stuff done, I can actually get it done easier than Liberia.
mm,
So I have people who I can trust to an extent to go and do things on my behalf, and if I need to get things done. So that's my main reason for going out there, is kind of building those connections. But yeah, Sierra Leone is a great place to do business if you have this certain angle. Um, it's our neighbor. We drive over there all the time. It's about really like a 10-hour drive, only because the road on Liberia side is horrible. So we usually make the drive. When I go, I don't fly. So, I mean, I encourage everybody to check that out also. And hopefully in the future, I can go to Guinea and Senegal. And, I'm definitely going to be going back to Ghana because I got family over there. But just trying to make connection all over the west coast of Africa. That's my primary goal.
I want to ask you this question for our viewers. I know I asked you before, but every time there's new people, there are new people watching. So I want to ask you this: you left Liberia before you started going there now, but you left Liberia when you were little. What inspired you to want that? Why inspired you to go back there? And then since that time, you just kept going there, and you want to make a difference in a country where you were a baby when you left. What's the real reason behind this that you want to make a change in Liberia?
I mean, first, I think when I came to America, I was 9 years old. So I was
Mm,
still old enough to remember where I came from, even though I didn't remember Liberia. I left Liberia when I was 2 years old, so I didn't remember anything about Liberia. But I did remember Ghana. I remember Senegal. I remember Ivory Coast, Gambia. I remember those countries. So I still knew what it was like to live in Africa. So maybe if I would have came here when I was so young, I don't remember Africa. Maybe I wouldn't want to go back. But I don't know. Something in me just wanted to go back home, just see my country, see how people are living. And I started to notice it wasn't as much as now. COVID expedited the process, but I started to notice a lot of African Americans going back to Africa too. And I
Mm.
started to watch them on YouTube. And it was interesting to me because I never thought we would get to a phase where African Americans will be trying to go back to Africa, because we already know in Africa everybody trying to come to America. So I seen people trying to go back to Africa, and I'm like, well, why are these people trying to go back to Africa? They have a better life here in America, but better life is subjective. Those people that are going back to Africa for a better life, obviously, they're not on the same page with the people who want to come to America for a better life. So America is good to come to for opportunities to make money, but as far as just being at peace, being somewhere where you don't have to, I won't say worry about your environments, because you still have to worry about your environments, just not the same way in America. And like I said, COVID made all that stuff a lot faster, man. Like, um, I see myself in the future traveling, but spending a lot of time in Africa. What America means to me now, and I'm pretty much an American. I grew up over, like I said, I've been living in the South 9 years old.
Yeah.
So the things that America mean to me now in my adult life, the perspective has shifted. So when I go back to Africa, even though the country is not doing as good and there's poverty, and you see things that people don't see here in America, but there's still benefits to Liberia, benefits to Africa. And I feel like those things they're gonna intensify over time. I mean, life in America is getting very hard, man. It's not like it was
Oh yeah,
when we first
the
came over
place.
here.
Yeah, the place is hard. I mean, I was telling one of my friend the last time we were having a discussion about living in America. The guy was asking me living in because I was talking good things about Liberia, showing some picture of like Libasa, all these places. And the guy was telling me is that, be honest, living in America and living in Africa, which one do you think better? I'd say trust me, if if I were to be making, like, just say if I had a business in Africa or have something like like I would retire, I would rather live in Liberia because Liberia, there are a lot of opportunity. You live good life. I mean, the money we make out here, we make a lot of money. But when after all these bills, you realize that, man, I'm spending a lot of money and not still living like a king. But in Liberia, there are people that have nice car, they have driver, they have chef, they have, I mean, somebody to cook for them, housekeeper. They have, even if they have a house that is in the fan, they even have security just for a little money.
Hmm.
I mean,
I mean,
somebody making 1,500 US dollar and has all these things. I mean, somebody working as a minister and has all the things, and you don't have to be corrupt to do that. With that little $1,500, you can probably live that life because you're paying somebody $150 a month. You're paying somebody this. So I say you will live good life in Liberia, then you will live in America. And when you have money, you can also have all the things you have in America. It's just the environment that is different. But if you have money in Liberia, you can live pretty good life. I'd say in the US here, you can be
no.
making. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was say, bro, when I go back to Liberia, I don't do nothing. I
Yeah.
here in America, I washing my clothes, I'm making my food. Liberia, you think you would catch me washing clothes, cooking my food? Hell
Yeah.
no. I don't
I
do
would tell.
nothing.
I was telling him, he was like, "No, it can't happen." The guy was arguing with me, and yeah, it's not like arguing with me in a bad way,
Man.
but he was like, "No, really? If you go to Liberia," I said, the money that we make out here, if you were making that in Liberia, you're the king of your community or wherever you live, because the thing is, you don't have to spend certain amount of money to have more. in the USA, even if you're a millionaire, it's hard for you to just say, I'll have everything, driver, everything. Unless you are super rich, then you can have those things. But a lot of millionaires that I know, they have their housekeeper that come maybe 2, 3 times a week, but they don't have full service, security guy outside, security driver taking you around. I've seen a lot of millionaires driving their own car, and I was
Yeah.
telling the person,
Even childcare, man. You
yeah,
send your kid to daycare over here. I mean,
yeah,
bro, you paying like $200-300 a week.
yeah,
That's $1,200 a month, right? That's only
mm,
one child. In Liberia, you're not gonna come call some kind of little, hey, come over here,
yeah,
come watch it picking you up for
yeah.
give him a few dollars. You're gonna pay $1,200 for childcare for somebody to watch your kid? Nah,
No,
man.
oh,
And then in
I'm-
America too, I mean, the scam, man. You work,
yeah, yeah.
you pay income tax. Then the same money they're not tax. Then your house, they're gonna charge you property tax.
That's the
Then
problem.
after that,
That's the problem.
you go to the store. Then you're gonna pay sales tax. How many
Yeah,
times they want to tax this one money?
that's why the money goes. I never used to, I used to be thinking that, but why we miss, especially California, the tax in
Oh,
this state is higher, and then
50%. They want half.
things in this state very expensive. I went to different states where I was like somebody were paying $1,800 for their apartment, and I was like, I think that was 1,600. And that apartment in California would probably you'll be between $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And I was like, man, a nice place, everything beautiful. I'm like, wow, this is like a condo, a little condo. But in California, you're paying $1,800 for a place. That's probably somewhere really where they will steal your car and all that stuff will be happening. Someone stole my car before, police recover it. But that was then,
Yeah.
before I moved somewhere. And so California is like if you're paying $1,800, $1,500 for a place, probably $1,500 for an apartment, you'll be in Skid Row where they have all the homeless people. I don't know if you have seen video of Skid Row, but everything in California is expensive. If you were to, I've seen even besides California, but let's just say in general, US, everything just hard. I've seen some people from Philadelphia that used to and clean houses. They go to Liberia, they got minister job. Before you know, they are living life. And I'm like, wow, these people, man. I used to know somebody that used to live in Philadelphia. Went to Liberia, he got some higher position in the government. People serving him. I'm like, look at this guy. He was serving people. Now he's a big boss. So I think Africa. At the end of the day, some of us we will really make effort to go to Liberia because especially those that retire, I always think that how will you retire and still live in America? Because you could live good life in Liberia or Ghana or Sierra Leone. But I wanted to ask you, somebody asked you a question. Um, the person say, what specifically do you mean by the Sierra Leone economic crash?
Yeah, so when I first started going to Sierra Leone, 100 US dollars was equivalent to 800,000 leones. Now 100 US dollars will get you 220 million leones, right?
Hold on. Say that
No,
one more time.
2.2 million leones, sorry. So a few years ago, $100 was 800,000 leones. Now, $100 is 2.2 million leones. So the
Wow.
value of their currency has dropped a ridiculous amount. So
Hmm.
without being uh uh into like economy stuff and those numbers, if your currency drops that low, it's not a good sign for your
Yeah.
economy. So every
Yeah.
year I go to that country, it's been down, it's been down, it's been going down. And another thing I learned too is that those countries, those neighboring countries, their economies are totally different. So one country could be doing decent while the other country is on a free fall. So right now, Sierra Leone is on a free fall. They have a lot of political stuff going on. The president not trying to step down, people saying he lost the election, but people are really struggling in Sierra Leone, and the developments have slowed down so much. A lot of times you go to Sierra Leone, a lot of people are developing, building. This time, I just didn't see it, and even though the dollars are worth more, If I show you some of these, even these videos, when I go, I change money in Sierra Leone. Like you getting a lot of Leones back. Their currency is, I don't want to say trash, but um,
Between the currency and Liberian currency, which one do you think is something when it comes to $1 US dollar for a Liberian dollar versus $1 US dollar for Sierra Leonean money, Leon? I think they call that Leon.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to compare like that because Liberia use American dollars, so
Mm,
their currency is always pegged to the dollar.
mm,
So if the soft drink used to be 200 LD, and now let's say $1 is 100 LD, $2 is 200 LD. If the
wow.
price go up, it's gonna go up in LD and it's gonna go up in US dollars because we use American money over there. So the price, the value of the money is pegged to the dollar.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. It's I don't think it helps our system
mm.
using American money because things are double priced in Liberia. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yeah, I think even recently I sent my team out to this place called that place I forgot the place name the Calabash.
Uh,
And yeah, I send my team, the guys that work for our Liberian TV network. I always do that. I send them out. I say, hey, you know why you go out, have some weekend time, and they told me how much it would cost. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. But when I was back home, things were different. You were just talking about maybe one soft drink is 200 LD. And I was like, man, when I was there a long time ago, 2007, you can buy 20 Liberian dollar for a bottle of soft drink, and that's really expensive. I think you used to buy it like 10, $15. And now to see, and you used to take a bus from Broad Street to Red Light for. I remember taking a bus from Broad Street to Red Light for $20. I used to go visit my uncle, and we used to live on Johnson Street. So it was like now when I hear people saying, "Oh, it's gonna cost 500," I'm like, "This is ridiculous! How the thing just went up like that, like crazy? Like,
yeah,
when I mean
yeah. And you
$20,
see,
that was Liberian dollar, 20 Liberian dollar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look at the amount. Look at the amount of money. When I changed money, I changed $400,
Mm,
$400. If you look at the background, well, I'll
man,
show
you're
you.
rich.
Look at the kind of money you get. You change
Yeah.
$400, and that's even when they
Wow,
reduced their currency because
damn,
they made their bills. Yeah, they made bigger bills, and even still, then
they
right,
still
you
have a
change
lot of
money.
money.
Look at all the money you get. So that's what I'm
Somebody,
saying. Their currency
yeah.
it is felt. I mean, it's good for you as an American when you come back there, but it's
Mm.
not good for the people that live in that country.
But I want to ask you too. When you're going to third world country, people are telling you be careful. Even though everywhere is dangerous, but you're from different country where people expect you to have money. Excuse me. How do you do it? How do you protect yourself? Because people could potentially rob you. They could maybe somebody could observe you. And because my brother told me a
Oh,
story when he first went to Liberia, our old community, he thought it was nice to go to his community and say, "Oh, I'm here now," even though he wasn't. But there are some guys that track him. He was staying somewhere, and they were observing from that same community, because of course he's from America now. How do you do it when you go there to just be make sure that you are having good time, but at the same time, people might want to rob you. Do you think about that sometimes?
not really. I mean, I'm never just by myself. I'm always with people.
Hmm.
But man, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, man. If these guys, they walk around with very big guns over here. So I
Yeah,
guess when I go to Africa, that's not really, I guess, something that's on my mind.
yeah.
Um, but I'm always with my guys. I mean, um, I'm always surrounded by people. I know people when they know I'm in the country, they know we're gonna move together. I try to stay out of those areas where, I might be putting myself at more risk, but I never really felt that kind of tension. I'm sure there's these small rogues here and there who wanna grab your phone. That's mostly what people tell you. They would jack your phone. They would jack your phone.
have
Um,
you have you had that experience? Somebody jack your phone?
No, because when you take your phone out, they tell you they will jack your phone. They will jack your phone. So look what I do now. I bring my Ray-Ban Meta when I want to shoot my video. See these videos I'm shooting with my glasses.
Mm.
So mostly I want to take my phone out to take videos, right? But I use my glasses to take videos now But I
What do you
don't
mean
know.
glasses?
I never felt that tension, huh?
What do you mean glasses for people that don't know that may not know what that means?
Oh, I got these they're called Ray Ban. They're Meta glasses, so you can just like all these images I'm taking, these footage is from my
Mhm.
glasses. So they're Ray
Okay.
Bans and Meta. You can look them up online on Google.
Okay.
So I use that to get my footage, but I think mostly it's just small petty crime. In America over here, man, like I said, I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mhm.
The crime rate is pretty high over here.
So
So
I wonder, just to make it clear for somebody that watching, just to make you have a better understanding, it's like you wear the glasses, they are like camera, spy cam or something.
um you said spy cam.
Yeah, like
It's not spy cam.
you wear the
Yeah, they
glasses because they have camera on it.
yeah, the glasses got camera on it.
Okay.
Nah, like just something like the ones right
Oh,
here that I got in
that's
the
it right
back.
there.
That's it right there.
Yeah. Look at
So
A Hollywood cameraman does not know about this. This is my first time hearing about it.
oh, that first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I go over there, I get a lot of nice images on my thing, and I like it because I'm not trying to spy on people, but I like when I go to Africa, I like to see people in their natural habitat acting normal.
No, seriously, you got me thinking. I couldn't hold myself. I like to see people. I thought you're gonna say I like to see the carousel.
Nah, man. Come on, get your head out the gutter.
Hey,
Nah,
yeah, I'm a guy, you know. You can.
all these ones, yeah, these pictures I'm taking, these ones here, yeah, these ones
Oh wow, these
are.
are HD footage too.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Hey, hey, look, I was in Sierra Leone. This woman, a Liberian woman, she was selling these things. I wanted to buy it.
wow.
I said, "Oh, you from Liberia?" Like, yeah. So a lot of Liberians too, they go to Sierra Leone for that cheaper life, um, because you can live out there a little bit
And
cheaper.
people
So this
don't know you are
particular
filming.
video, this one was Liberian.
Yeah.
Nobody knows I'm filming. Their
Wow.
glasses.
Wow. I need one of these to go to sketch row because I do the type of video for a special channel that I have. But
Oh, really?
yeah, to put a GoPro on you is crazy. People can still see because you can't just go and be doing this. A lot of the people don't like that. So
Yeah. So the only one, this one is in. It shoots it in vertical, so it's good for social media, but for YouTube, it will just show the video in vertical. So I guess that's the only downside to it is vertical.
but how you're showing it right now, it looks like you are filming the other way around.
Maybe it's just optimized
Mm,
for this StreamYard,
mm.
but usually those ones come in in vertical.
I'm
So
sure.
some of these videos I'm taking is from my GoPro.
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
take
okay.
my GoPro. In this certain video right here,
Yeah.
I'm taking I take my son's old toys, I ship them over there,
Hmm.
which I'm gonna be doing the same thing in Liberia, and I just give it to people in the community. And
Wow.
just to show you how hard it is over there, these people are all lined up to come get their kids some toys. And
Yeah.
these toys, if you get into my son, he wouldn't even touch it.
Mm.
So it just goes to show you how entitled they are. The name of the glasses are Ray Ban Meta glasses. Ray Ban Meta.
Like, how do you
You know
Ray?
Meta?
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
Meta like Facebook?
Okay, yeah, yeah,
You know Ray Ban like the glasses company?
yeah.
So they partnered up and made these glasses Ray
Oh,
Ban
wow.
Meta. Like with these
Yeah.
glasses, if you log into Facebook from your phone, you
Mm.
can upload these videos directly to Facebook. You don't have to put them on your phone, but
Wow.
it syncs right to your phone also. They're
Wow.
great for Africa because, like I said, you see, I'm wearing them right now,
Mm-hmm.
so I can come over there. I can interact with people. Or right here, I don't have them on. I
Yeah.
can interact with people.
Mm.
People don't know,
Wow. But
like, and
if you check, I'm sure they have one in the other, that you can film in. You can film like a regular video camera. I'm sure they may have something like that.
nah, there's still a new concept. They'll create it
Oh,
eventually, but it's still new.
I see.
I mean, you can do if you zoom out enough, you could
Mm-hmm.
put it in a software like Adobe Premiere and maybe
Mm-hmm.
zoom it into a horizontal mode.
Yeah.
But the aspect ratio that's designed for these glasses
Yeah.
is a vertical aspect ratio.
Okay.
But
Wow. This is crazy. I didn't know about that, to be honest with you, because
man, I got so many footage.
maybe because I'm
Um,
using $250,000 camera at my work. I haven't bought camera for a long.
250,000.
No,
Damn.
no, but no, the camera you see, just the
I
lens
know, I
alone
know,
is
I
two hundred
know.
fifty thousand. So and then the camera body, I think about $30,000. So it's like,
Mm,
yeah, that's those studio cameras can be very expensive. So when we are
that's
setting them up,
crazy.
yeah, it's always something. But I haven't bought my own camera for a long time besides GoPro. But I haven't checked for camera in a long time because all I do now for work is the kind of stuff. But it's good
Oh,
to
me.
learn. Yeah, it's really good to know.
Oh no, you see it everywhere I go. I'm wearing them sunglasses. You see it right here. I'm wearing.
Yeah,
I'm getting footage.
yeah. Is that
While
it's
somebody,
was that you standing there with the glasses in the back there?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
explain it. Look at you. You're a boss man over there.
Oh yeah, everywhere, man.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I like those glasses. They're good. Usually I wear sunglasses anyways when I go back.
Mm-hmm.
The sun and all that. But it's good to be able to take pictures and videos. But the other thing too, those glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Before I talk too much about it, people not even paying me. I said they need to come sponsor me. But those glasses, you could pick up your phone, you can listen to music, you can talk.
Wow.
They have speakers on them. So if somebody call your phone, you can answer with the glasses.
Are they expensive?
They're about $320.
Okay.
Nothing for a rich guy like you.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you. You own half of Atlanta. You want to call me
Nah,
Richmond?
man,
This
nothing,
man
nothing
has
for a rich.
seen the
That's
man
that's
has
that's pocket change to you.
the man own his entire own city in Liberia called Breville.
Man, that's pocket change to you, man.
His own beach city. Yeah. But anyway, I'm about to change the conversation. That's funny. But anyway, let me see. Is there something you
Yeah,
want to talk about that we haven't?
what's some questions? We're not getting no questions coming in. People just
I
in
think
viewership
somebody,
mode.
yeah, they just like watching the show. Like, I think we had the question, but then somebody said something about thanks for your contribution to Liberia. I myself have been working tirelessly on community building in Burrowville. So I don't know
Yeah,
whether you know
let
this
me put.
person.
I don't know that person, but I'm gonna put my email here. I
Mm-hmm.
want that person to send me an email because I'm
Okay.
very interested to see their
Yeah.
project in Brewville. I
Yeah.
want to connect with everybody in the area.
Yeah.
The comment failed to post. I don't know why I can't post a comment.
Oh, really?
It
Why?
I don't know.
You should be able to post.
It's Liberian Connection 88 at
Okay.
gmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, so shoot me an email, bro. Let's connect, man. I'll be in Liberia sometime this year, and I'll definitely be spending a lot of time out there in the community.
It's a
We have,
connection
and
without S.
believe this. Let me tell you the most interesting fact about this community right now. One of our members, an African American lady, is now her house is almost to roof level in that community. An African American lady went back to Liberia. We were able to get her that land, and now she's building a house in Liberia. So just listen to how that sound. A few years ago, that sound crazy. Now it's becoming the new norm. African Americans are not only trying to connect with their roots, but they're realizing some of the downfalls of America. And I never
So
want anybody to come on here and say, "Oh, this person talk about America 11." No, America is my home. I will never ever 100% leave America.
yeah.
There's nowhere else in the world to make money like America and
Yeah.
make these kind of connections.
Let me
But
let me add this person. Let me add your email. So Liberian connection without S.
yeah,
88
connection
at
80,
gmail.com. Huh?
88.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to
And
make sure I type it right because
yeah, put it on there, man. Let's let him shoot me an email.
yeah.
I definitely want to connect.
Yeah, so that's the email right there. If you want to connect with Stefan, he's always doing a lot of projects. He's always going to Liberia. He's not like me though. The man flying always on his private jet to Liberia. Yeah, but Stefan, he's always doing good stuff in Liberia. He always has something going in Liberia. Yeah, so Stefan,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was
You
just
doing
telling the
stuff? If you
people.
guys are doing stuff in Brewerville, you out there in Brewerville.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely want to connect. I mean, I want to connect with everybody, and that's
yeah,
something I want to start doing, like what you doing too,
yeah,
Jefferson. How you interviewing people on year?
yeah,
People come on and share their stories. I want to start
yeah,
doing something like that on my channel.
yeah.
I haven't been too active on there, but I want us to really connect because that's the main reason I created this channel.
Yeah.
Not only to document what we're doing in Liberia,
Yeah.
but to connect with other Liberians. And actually, both times since I started this channel, both times I went back to Liberia, I've had at least one person recognize me in the airport, come up to me and start talking, and we're able to exchange information. And just this last time, I wasn't going to Liberia, but I was going to Freetown, and uh, Liberian lady who was just going back to Liberia for the first time in a while, and she was bringing her husband with her, a white guy from Canada. So hopefully I can get them on the show. But
Yeah.
they're doing developments out there. Her husband is in the business of these heavy machinery, bobcats, things like that. So they already have plans of shipping those things to Liberia, but they were going through some discouraging moments because they trusted people back in Liberia. People started stealing
Oh,
money.
I
People
think I
started they
heard
was
that
they have
story.
cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent cars to Liberia for people to use for transportation. The people not, not giving them the money. So a lot of these things that discourage people from coming back home, we want to talk about those things and prepare people. If you're gonna be
Yeah.
going back, learn from people who are already going back. You don't have to make those mistakes that Dave learned firsthand, because if if you make a mistake and you correct that, then you're smart. If you keep making the same mistakes, then you're not smart. If you
Yeah.
learn off somebody else's mistake, then you're wise.
Yeah.
So, word to the wise,
Let me,
learn off mistakes people are making. Don't think you different because this uncle tell you this or this person tell you that.
but let me tell you this. I think you know already, but every time I interview people on this show, and especially somebody like you, someone like Emma, and a couple of people that I interview, it's always for some reason somebody is always inspired. Like since I started doing this, I had so many people send me email, Jefferson. Thank you so much. Because of you, I was able to buy land. Because of you, I built house. Because of you, I started building guest house in some part of Liberia. Many people reach out to me with this kind of stuff. Like, and they said that even my own auntie, one of my auntie, was watching me in Minnesota, and she didn't know Liberian TV Network was my platform because she used to see when I first started the platform. I never used to show my face, but when I started interviewing Emma and you and few people, she was the oh my god, I didn't know it was you. That's my own nephew, who has this platform, and he was telling me how when I interviewed Emma that time, the first video we made about my area, she said she was inspired, and then from there I started interviewing you guys. A lot of people got inspired. Even my own auntie, she told me how people stole from her in Liberia, a lot of money. But when she started hearing you guys' story, she started hearing a couple of people's story and how to buy land in Liberia, how to do this. And now because of Emma, you guys, um, few people made video how to build land. I'm building my house in Liberia, and because of that, a lot of people learn from this. So for me, I think I will encourage you, and for you, you have a lot to tell people. The same way when I first got to know Emma, I encourage her. I said, start your YouTube channel because you have a lot of stories to tell on how to do things in Liberia, how to fly to Liberia, how to do this to Liberia, how to do that. Trust me, a lot of people will learn, and you will make people's life better because there are a lot of people who told me that, hey, certain time I gave up on Liberia. I didn't want to do anything in Liberia. I didn't want to even get involved. I want to send family that I know their money sometime just to help them out, but I never wanted to do something until I started watching the show that you guys do, because it's all about shining spotlight on Liberia. And let me tell you this, Stefan. A lot of the show that people do on YouTube, this live show, a lot of time they don't talk about the positive stuff like building house, doing this, doing that. It's all about politics. It's all about who causing each other, especially when you go on Facebook these days. Every live show is about that. So if you can step into this, I will be very happy because it's for me, I do this because I like doing it. I like to inspire people. When I read some of the email, I'm like, man, this is really good. I love it. So I think you should do it. Even if you have time, sometime, even that 15 minutes, you go there, you tell people before you go buy land in Liberia, this is what you should do. Before you do this, this is what you should do. Even if that 15 minute, trust me, the amount of people you'll be inspiring. Imagine that the amount of view we got from the first video you and I we did. because we people got to know about you. People got to know a lot that you guys are doing in Liberia. For that reason, the video got a lot of views, and you
Yeah.
inspire a lot of people too. I received a lot of response, and you saw a lot of the comments. You know, so I think you should do it. Whenever you have time. I know you're a busy guy, but if I was like you going to Liberia all the time, trust me, I will be doing a lot of these stories because you will be changing people's mindset, how they think about Liberia. Some people think you can't do nothing in Liberia. But when they see someone like you building house or doing something, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, but how is he doing it?" Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's my encouragement, man.
That white man effect.
Yeah,
I said
but if
that white man effect.
yeah, you see, if you guys wanna, if you guys wanna connect with Stefan, that's the email right there. Liberian Connection 88 at gmail.com. You guys should, hit him up. And if you have any question regarding collaborating, working together, he's the real deal because he is in couple of community and stuff. So how many community are you in now in Liberia? I
Um,
know you were in the old community that I know about, but are you into other communities?
just the Brewville one, the Charlesville one, and then in the Brewville too, we're trying to do a resort type project.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's three projects, and then me and my sister we have that land in Marshall. Um, so little over here and over there. I'm looking to just try to focus on my primary residence. I was trying to see, do I want to be in Brewville first or do I want to be in Marshall first? But because we have a road in Brewville, and also it inspires our neighbors over there to try to develop the people who are involved in this project for everybody to come and develop. I'm gonna be building my primary residence in Brewville, and it checks a lot of boxes for what I'm looking for because when I go back to Liberia, I don't want to live in Monrovia. Everybody want to go to Monrovia because that's where you got to go to take care of business, whatever. But I don't want to be hearing orange data all night.
Orange data,
Uh,
Leinster data.
orange data, orange. Oh man, you get it. One neighbor who's selling orange data, you gonna go crazy. The whole day they would just put that thing on repeat. Orange data, orange data. So I want to be at a area where I can have some peace, some quiet, um,
Yeah,
be alone with my thoughts, enjoy this environment, this ocean. Do you see that view, man? That look like
yeah,
California.
yeah.
Anywhere else in the world, that's $1 million view.
Oh yeah,
But in a poor country that doesn't know what they have,
yeah.
is up for grabs. So
That's
you
why
see?
it's good that you are taking that opportunity now because there'll come a time these things will be very
Oh
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
will
for
be very
sure.
expensive. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
And I have besides the community,
Mhm,
I have little lands around in that area. There might be a couple that I'll sell in the future when the area is developed.
mhm.
But I have a very nice land over there that if I want to make my retirement home, it's about 4 acres. It's a beach land. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
The land is perfect.
So I know you have car dealership, not car dealership, but mechanic shop here, mechanic shop, right? Are you planning on doing something like that in Liberia? Saying I know you are investing in the country. Are you planning on doing that?
I don't have any plans to open. I mean, I have plans to open up a shop, but not something for the public.
Mm,
What me and my cousin, my partner, talked about doing is more like teaching people who are interested in learning how to fix cars,
mm.
doing a nonprofit like that, where we
Okay.
could do like an apprenticeship program where people they can come and learn how to do the repairs on cars. But me myself to go out there and say I want to open a shop to service the public and fix their cars. I don't think I'm too interested in that.
Do,
But
do,
teaching
you think
next
not a lot of
generation,
money in there?
there could be a lot of money, but me now, man, I'm trying to move away from businesses where you need too many people. Like look at
Sure.
this online stuff, this YouTube. Like if I'd rather try to build businesses online and take my money to Liberia and
Mhm.
do nonprofit stuff. When I
Okay.
think of a business where I need to have a lot of employees, I need a lot of managers, I need that. Come on, man. I ain't trying to send myself to an early grave. Dealing with
You see,
people,
the thing can
dealing
give
with
you
people
gray
is
hair
a
quick.
headache.
Yeah.
Dealing with
You see,
people,
that's
yeah.
why I like my type of business that I do now. Like, you hire me for maybe the project. Once I'm done with the project, I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to deal with
Oh,
anybody.
that's the best, man.
I'm moving on
Yeah.
to something else. Yeah.
Those people that got those big corporation, 200 employees, CFO, manager of this department, supervisor of this, man, that's a headache, man.
Yeah.
That is a headache. So I don't
It's a
plan
lot.
on building
It's a
anything
lot
at
to
that
take.
scale.
Yeah,
Nah,
especially
nah,
if
it's too much, man.
it's every month you be thinking about people, salary, oh man, I gotta
You know,
pay
people will
this.
be stealing. They'll be stealing the people you pay and the people you take
Yeah.
care of. Trust me, man. I've had people steal from me in Sierra Leone, in
Mm,
Liberia. There's no discrimination. Like they're gonna
yeah.
try to steal from you. So like even like I'm not even with the business. Like a lot of people want to come and do store. They want to do shop. You selling shop. You making $1-2 profit. By the time the person that working for you steal one thing, you not lose your profit for the whole week. You
But
know?
let me tell you this is true because Liberia we don't have like people they maybe it's the work ethic and the mentality is different. Where if I were working in a store, I only get what they're paying me. I'm not gonna take from anybody else. Like taking extra money on the side. It's so that mentality is there when you're working with people here. That's all they do. They go to work, they get paid. That's it. They don't try to take small thing. But in Liberia, even I learned that even if you have a car, you giving money to your driver to say go buy gas. He may look for the cheapest gas, and he doesn't care whether the gas will damage your engine. He's just looking for the cheapest one. He said, as long the boss gave me, let's just say $2 per gallon, and I'm getting like 125 dollar $1.25 per gallon. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm getting my little chopping on the side,
Yeah.
my on the side chopping. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There
it's
was a guy. There was a guy we know over there, a family friend. He have a very expensive um Toyota Land Cruiser, a newer one, Land Cruiser, right? That car is like over $80,000.
mm,
The guy go give some money to his driver to go do the oil change, right? Instead of the guy taking it to the whatever Lebanese place that know how to do the job, he go take it to some other mechanic that he know that can do it for half the price. The oil start leaking out of that car. The guy
mm.
keep driving the car, blew the
Oh shit.
engine. For a new engine for that car, it's like $20,000 or something
Damn.
crazy.
That's
So
like
just from
buying
trying
a
to
new
put
cheap car.
yeah, so just from trying to put some small money in his pocket, talk about the driver, just from the driver trying to pocket some money, he ended up costing the owner $20,000 to fix the car. So look at that. And you taking care of somebody. Imagine your status in Liberia. You driving around nice Land Cruiser. That's a position that a lot of your friends want to be in.
Yeah.
So the thought process to go and abuse that position, that's one thing I'll never understand. You can
Yeah.
send money to people in Liberia, not even like just Liberia. I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking about bad about Liberia. Anywhere in Africa, you can send money to people. You can be taking care of them. They'll be eating good, living off your money. They will always try to find a way to get something on the side. And then they will blow the opportunity and end up with nothing, but they will
I
still try it.
let, let me tell you with this thing that I'm doing. A lot of people see right now we post video almost every day. Breaking news, things we never used to do. Now we post even breaking news, interview video, all kinds of stuff on the platform. But getting at this level is not easy. I've been through a lot of people. And there are even this story I will tell it without calling somebody name. There's a guy who used to work with me. He was doing a great job. I used to take care of him because he would go to places, do video, and I would give him even extra money than I pay him. And a lot of journalists in Liberia, a lot of people used to tell me the amount that I was paying him every month is far more than what the journalists in Liberia were getting. So every time my inbox were filled with a lot of journalists that he told how much he was getting. And then when let's just say he go out and do breaking news, I'll give him little thing. And we were doing that, and I was sponsoring him. But order something, I don't know what guy in the guy here. There's a lady, I think from Sweden or somewhere. One time she comment on our page saying that, oh, Jefferson is trying to use his brother and sister them to get rich. And, and then the same lady contact him that she wanted to work with him in Grand somewhere, Grand Bassa. And so I don't know that guy in the guy here. And one time he went and took Spoon TV video and uploaded it to our page. When I saw the video, I said, "This is not our video," because he didn't want to go out to do the video, so he uploaded it to our page. I said, "This is not our video." That guy swear that was his video, and I said, "Okay, you know what? Let me just trust him." Guess what? 3 days later, Spoon TV saw the video. You know how you can claim your video, request to take down. So
Yeah.
YouTube, there was a strike on our channel,
Hmm.
and I told the guy, I said, "But you told me this was your own video that you made yourself." And the guy swear says it's not, and no, that was his own video. I said, how? And I knew, I looked through Spoon TV videos, and I learned that it was actually Spoon TV video. And
Yeah.
I was like, man. So it's like what you were saying. The reason I'm telling this story, I don't want to call somebody name to call out people, but people can get this opportunity and still, and they don't realize the opportunity they are getting. Somebody paying you on time. You don't have to wait 3 months. A lot of Liberian journalists have to wait like 3 months or more to get paid. Some of them don't even get paid compared to people that work with me right now. But still, somebody don't realize that, and they want to mess up. They want to mess it up. I mean, there are people now who know the police chief. They hang out with these people. I mean, when I mean they were at certain level, now they are this level, and that's an opportunity for you to grow. To say, oh, let me use the opportunity. When I was in Liberia, I never used to get stuff like that, and but still they want to ruin it. So you're right. It's kind of hard the kind of way our people think. I get this opportunity, why can't I use this opportunity to advance myself? Like you were saying, I mean, when I was back home, we used to sell shower slipper on the street. If you give me an opportunity to say, hey, upload 3 videos every week, that's all you have to do. Why? I would do that in a heartbeat. I would even schedule all my videos for the whole month, because I know that when I was there selling shower slipper to get little money to buy food, it's hard. Especially now, Liberia is harder than when I was there, because we used to buy a big bowl of rice for 20 Liberian dollar. Now people are saying 200, 500. When they're calling these numbers, sometimes it sounds crazy to me, because sometimes I ask my sister, "Are you sure that's the amount?" Because the number big these days. But you're right, man. Sometimes our people, I don't know what to think about it. Like if you tell somebody, all I need from you, go to some guest house, go to some places, film 3 video a week. That's what I want from you. And you can schedule those video. You can take one day to do that and schedule the video, and you can go do whatever you want. The person will say okay from the start, but before you know it, they did you post video today? Oh no, the other thing was happening. One of my friends invited me to a occasion. He was having a birthday party, so I couldn't post video today. I'm like, what? Oh no, because I was supposed to go live on my Facebook page. I thought, okay, something like paying you, and Facebook is not paying you. Man, it can frustrate me a lot. But it's our people mindset. I don't know how we can change that. It's kind of hard. Like it can be very difficult to deal with our people sometimes. But anyway, is it true that 90% of Liberian things used and consumed by Liberians are imported? There are very few companies manufacturing and producing that items for most of the country. So the person is asking you questions. Do you have any answer to that?
Yeah, I don't know the exact percentage of things that are being imported, exported, but um, at the end of the day, that's the only thing that can solve Liberia's um, the problem with people not being able to work, people not being unemployed, the high unemployment rate, is to give mass jobs in the form of producing and manufacturing. So that's what the country needs. But the only problem, the government is so corrupt that before you add your tax on, you have to pay them to import and export your stuff. You won't even make no money
Mm,
because they're leaving. Like something I don't like about Africa, like they leave people that's in charge of whatever. Like let's say this person in charge of the port. well, you got to pay that person directly. Where you see that in America, like that person will tell you, if you don't pay me this amount, you're not sending your things.
Wow.
So it's corruption and a lot
Yeah.
of things being imported. Those Lebanese and those Indians, they're bribing the governments to not allow people to bring those things in. Like if somebody has a stronghold on, let's say, tiles, and you try to bring a container of tiles from another country, oh, you're gonna have a problem because the other person, that Lebanese person, is already bribing the government to make sure that anybody who tries to bring this certain thing in the country, make sure you give them problems. And they're leaving it up to the one or two people who run those departments to say, if you don't pay me this much, then don't bring it in here, which has a devastating effect on the country. So sometimes, that's the part that I don't really understand, how governments could make one or two people in charge of certain things. But yeah, it's a downfall. It's hurting the country. People need to work. If people are working, they're gonna spend more money. More money will be in circulation, and by them spending more money, it will put more money in the pockets of other people. Right? It's like a whatever trickle down economics. That's what America believes. America, the middle class, or the people who are working, the working class, they keep the economy going. They keep the economy up. So that's why there's all these bailouts and things like that. Anytime unemployment gets impacted, because you need people making money to spend money. But there's too much corruption in Liberia to import or export things without such high bribery. And how you got to add your bribe into the expense of your goods or the expense of the logistics, and then maybe a new person might come in, and then all of a sudden they want more money than you were giving the last person, or your goods not going to clear, your goods going to be stuck at the port, and you risk losing it all. It's just there's no system. There's no
Yeah.
system.
And
So I
and,
don't know what
and
percentage of things.
yeah, and
Yeah,
sometimes they get away with it because nobody really,
bro,
because
they get
somebody
away
could
with it
check
all
it.
the time.
Yeah,
They get away with it all the time. All the
yeah.
time they get away with it.
So
Till this day, yeah.
yeah.
When I went to send car to Liberia, I went to send car. They told me, okay, to send out that it was a minivan. They said, okay, to send the van, to send it like $2,000. Okay, how much to clear it? $2,500. I'm like, what the hell? $2,500 to clear? I heard the actual clearing fee is supposed to be like $1,000. But when this person add their own on, then that person add their own on, then they will tell you 25. And you pay the 25, then okay, leave it.
Wow.
So how you beat that?
Then the
Yeah,
Lebanese and Chinese should just create all the jobs.
bro. The Lebanese, those foreigners, they treat the locals like trash. They're not
Yeah,
in it to create jobs. They're not thinking about creating jobs. They're in it to get rich. A
yeah,
lot of those guys, they're taking their money back to their own country. They're not they're not investing in Liberia. They don't really care
yeah,
what the for them is better if the economy is down like this
yeah,
because they make
yeah.
more money.
They make
Those
more
guys
money.
are paying cheap labor, and sometimes they don't even pay the people. You work for a whole month, they'll tell you wait till next month. And what choice do you have? You can't stop
Oh
working.
yeah, that's what I was talking
So
about. Like a lot of people,
they
it
yeah,
become,
they're
yeah,
gonna create the jobs, but it's not gonna benefit the country. They're just
yeah,
making themselves richer.
yeah. It become a thing now in Liberia. I noticed it become a thing now in Liberia where people now they don't want to pay their employee on time. Even government they do that.
Bro, we know somebody that worked for the government haven't got paid in like over 2 months, like 3 months, and
Yeah,
it's only $100 a month. Listen to that.
and
They're
that's why
only
when I
paying this
pay,
person $100, and
that's why,
almost 3 months they ain't paid this person yet.
yeah. That's why I pay. That's why when people got to know how much I pay my guys and how like by the 27th to the sometimes I can be telling them, hey, if you want your pay by around the 25th, I say you want your pay, let me know. That's why like the team that work with me now, you see every day there is video because they're like, you know why? This is an opportunity. You don't get this in Liberia all the time where every day you every month you get paid and then yeah, like you get paid every month and early. You can get your pay early if you want. And I mean, it's just so sad that people it becoming a thing now. Even if the person has the money, they don't want to pay. This I heard
You know what
from
I'm saying?
somebody. I heard from somebody who worked with a third party security company, and what they do, they will pay the third party security company, but the third
Yeah.
party security won't pay the employee. for
Yeah,
3 months.
it happened to us one time. One of the securities we had over there for the community.
Hmm.
Yeah, those guys they weren't getting paid by the person who was supposed to pay them. But even just for government, let's bring it back to the government. What I just mentioned, somebody that we know personally that works for government who has not been paid for almost 3 months. Now that should not be one person to dictate whether you get paid or not. There should
Yeah,
be a checks a balance, or if you're not getting paid, go to HR or who's the person above that person that can oversee.
yeah.
But everybody just want their own money. If it don't got nothing to do with them getting money, then even an employee of the government talk about $100 a month. Liberia is bad, but $100, I don't even know how those people survive on $100 a month.
Yeah,
Liberia is expensive.
yeah.
They place hard already. Gas in Liberia is like $5 a gallon. Okay, over here
Yeah,
in Atlanta, we paying
in the U.
350.
Wow.
So just imagine that somebody not get paid for 3 months. You expect this person to keep coming into work, to keep surviving, and then while the ministers and stuff, they're driving very expensive cars. What kind of
And
sense that make?
they getting EV allowances and all these things. It's like, and they're the people that actually go to work like 10 a.m. and then leave work around 3 p.m. And then including lunch around like 12 p.m. till probably 2. uh, yeah, it's just so frustrating. And
Oh
how do you expect people to do, to pay employee when you are the government, you're not paying? So the labor ministry cannot do anything to anyone if you even complain about that person, because
no,
probably the labor ministry, they are not paying their own employee too.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then even that's why a lot when you go over there to those police officers that do the checkpoint, the people are trying to make their own money.
yeah,
When you go for a checkpoint, they're not even said trying to check their car for nothing or check. No, they're just begging for money. Oh, please, man, I beg you, man, I beg
yeah,
you. $1, $2. That's the way they hustle because they get what a bag of rice and whatever, whatever. So those guys go on the street and make checkpoints, and that's their own hustle. If they
yeah,
can make $2 a year, $3 a year, then at least they're putting something in their pockets. But I don't see how it goes on for so long, and
yeah,
everybody knows there's corruption, and
yeah,
still government after government after government after government. Everybody's just trying to fill their pockets and nothing is being done about it. And this is 2024 we talk about. We're not
yeah,
talking about 1997 where there's no social media, people don't know what's going on. No, we're all connected. If something happened in Liberia, we know about it. If
yeah.
if something happened to our family in Liberia, we know about it. So how is this still going on in 2024? That's the part that blows my mind.
Yeah, you see, one thing I want to it just even in Liberia, I heard that when you somebody owe you money and you go ask the person will say, "Take me to court." And then at the end of the day, what happened when you take them to court, especially if you don't have somebody behind you, like some government official or chief of police person behind you, that person you go to court, what will happen is the judge will ask the person, so how much do you have to pay the person? And then right there, you guys will negotiate. It's so if the person owe you $300, the person could say, well, the only money I have is $50. So I heard some stuff like that happening sometime in Liberia. I'm like, man, this is sad. So now, because we were talking about how you have payday loan in the US, where you can give people 2 weeks money. And so I was discussing that with somebody. Do you think that's a good business? And, besides my show, some of the stuff we were talking about business. And the person was like, no, that would be a bad business in Liberia, because in the US here, when they give you go to the payday loan agency, everybody has their thing going, their credit, all this stuff. In Liberia, they don't have system. So if like I say, you borrow somebody money, a bank borrow somebody money, or you borrow somebody money, they don't have credit system. They don't have certain system that will make the person afraid that, oh, if I don't pay this money, this is what will happen. I'll be on
Right.
record. I'll be this.
Right.
So yeah, the person they explained it to me. I was like, yes, that actually makes sense, because if you borrow people money, what can you do to them? You can take them to courts, and probably the judge won't care. And if that person uncle is chief of police, so even if they send the person to prison and the person uncle is chief of police, that chief of police can go and free that person. And, and what can you do about it?
Yeah, I
It-
mean,
it's-
in Liberia, you, you can pay the police small something, they will flock that man good, but still, that's like you praying. You praying. That's like you praying on the poor by doing that. So,
You just so funny. You flag them back.
oh yeah,
So,
$20
so,
will be that person good.
so if you and I have issues and the police won't come and ask me and say, "Hey, Jeff, what happened?" Say, hey, guys, you know me, right? Yeah. Be Jeff say, "Hey, what did I do?"
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They will bring the sticks on, be you good for $20. You kidding me?
These guys
But
don't get
still,
paid.
at the end of the day, what you just accomplished, you gave somebody
Yeah,
money. The person not getting, most likely they just fed their family, and the person they work for, they didn't pay them, so they can't pay you. So,
yeah,
yeah, those things. That's not even like, even like the renting part to rent house too.
yeah,
Like me, I'm not good. I don't. I can't go to my country and kick somebody out of the house because
mm,
they don't have money to pay and stuff like that. So any business that me getting my money means I have to go and do harm to that person or kick somebody out, I'm not gonna get involved in it in Liberia because that's
yeah,
not what I'm coming back for.
yeah,
Because I know most of the people are struggling, and if they don't have money to pay me, is because the cost of living is so high, and they have to sell market and do these things. So yeah, I'm not loan business or renting your house to people in Liberia business, things like that. Yeah, I just don't.
yeah.
I personally don't want to do this business.
But don't you see yourself doing Airbnb something?
The Airbnb is good, yeah, because you don't have to deal more. But Airbnb, that's for tourists and people in the diaspora. They
Yeah.
have money. Yeah, like JC, that Johnny Jack kind of get money, or like you, like December, y'all get money. So when y'all
December.
come in and stay, y'all get $100, 200, 120 a night, 150 a night. Yeah, that's smooth. But Liberian people, they're only gonna pay $100 a month.
Yeah,
So
that's
I don't
true.
want to.
No,
I don't want to bring harm to any of my fellow Liberians. So I want to
but
just do businesses that complements.
you make me laugh though with that whole idea. Things are hard. I can see police officer doing that for sure, beating up somebody because they pay him something like, "Hey, I give you $50. Can you
Oh
touch?"
man, $50? You trying to get that person killed?
They'll be kicking the
$50? Oh man.
So that would include kicking and punching everything. That
Oh,
police
50
officer
bucks.
won't care
Sheesh.
about his knuckle.
Man.
He will be like,
Even somebody, oh my, you get off $50, will go beat somebody.
somebody who?
I said somebody, oh my, you call
Yeah.
somebody, oh my. Say yeah, $50. Go beat that person for $50. Huh, that's a lot of money over there, man.
Like they used to say that on the wall. Oh, I respect you, but
Oh,
so
I always go
yeah.
my grandma. Oh my, I'm gonna do an interview with her too. I need to bring. We need to come back with her.
No,
And then
seriously, when
even
you read it, I would like that.
yeah, and that's the one thing too. A major issue in Liberia. Like my Oma, she's 84 years old. We want her to come back to Liberia to live, but the medical system is just not up to par. So
Mhm.
that's one thing that if they can make progress on that on the medical system, a lot of people will actually be coming back to retire because
Yeah,
that's the one downside where you hear a lot of people like, oh, somebody might have diabetes or might have other conditions that they need, to go to the doctor every few months. Um, so that's the only reason my grandmother is even still over here. Because if it wasn't for that, I mean, when I'm in that old age, I mean, there's nothing in America for people that age.
yeah,
You're just gonna sit in the house all day and just watch TV.
yeah. But I want to ask you a question. With all these things going on in the country, the hardship, the corruption, all this stuff, from your point of view, from your observation, what do you think Liberia need to do to really be better, to change the kind of stuff that going on, like the hardship, the corruption, the not paying people on time?
Well, I mean, we already doing it. We talking about it right now, so that's progress. We motivating people in the diaspora who haven't went back in decades. We're motivating them to go back. We're inspiring. We're giving them new reasons to come give Liberia a try, and we're being real and saying we know there's issues, there's downfalls, there's all these things going on, but we're optimistic that if we keep pushing, we can make a change. And I'm seeing some progress, not major progress like we'd like to see, But who knows, Jefferson? I feel like one of these days you'll become a millionaire, and you'll come back to Liberia and be able to make big swings, do some big
Yeah.
moves. So if a few of us can do those things collectively, like just imagine me and you right now, we got so much money, we're millionaires. Yeah, we'll be able to impact a lot more people and speed up the process exponentially. So
Yeah.
right now, all we can do is just keep talking about it like we're doing, going back, putting our foot on the ground, and leading by example, recruiting others to the cause, and eventually, man, we'll get there, man. When I go back to Liberia, like how I know I'm doing the right thing. When I leave Liberia, I come back to America, I miss Liberia.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
not somewhere where I'm like, ah, man, I ain't trying to go back. No, like I'm looking forward to going back. Like I want to go back. So I know by having that feeling, I know I'm doing the right thing. I know I'm on the right track, and it's painful to see it going so slow, but at least we are making progress. I can acknowledge that, but I feel like in my lifetime we will see significant progress, and I can go to my grave saying that I contributed to that progress.
Yeah. Let go home to do.
Somebody asking a question. Let's ask. Somebody was asking about the passport. If you don't have a Liberian passport, you do need a visa. Um, if you have connections, you can get visa upon arrival. If
Mm-hmm.
not, you have to take a risk of sending your passport to either New York or DC. A lot of people that don't want to part ways with their passport go there in person. Obviously, the same issue that Liberian people have in Liberia, the people at the embassies, people complain a lot about them. So those are the options right now. Either send your passport to the embassy to get the visa, or you go yourself, or if you have connections, it is possible to get a visa upon arrival. It does cost a little bit more, but considering your plane ticket and the risk you'll take by sending your passport, I think it's worth the extra money. And that's all considering that you don't already have a Liberian passport. And if you are a Liberian, definitely get a Liberian passport.
Yeah. This is the person you are talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man. A lot of Liberians, I think, on Facebook and a lot of these Facebook shows, like live that going on now, it's all about the negative stuff where people are fighting each other, and Liberians seems to love the kind of stuff. And more than this positive thing, how can we really get Liberian to get interested in the kind of stuff? Because we are not talking politics. We are not talking about politicians. If that was it, you would see a lot of people watching like they do for this talk show, either gossiping about each other, all that stuff. What do you think we need to do to get the Liberian to the positive side? Like, oh, you already answered that we need to keep talking about it.
yeah. I don't give energy to those people that do talk about the negative stuff.
Yeah.
If you're gonna mention something negative, then right after that comment, give me the solution or what you think
Yes.
is a solution. If
Yeah.
you just say the negative fact and just leave it at that,
Yeah.
then that's almost like why you even mention it. And I think, well, not think, I know humans as a whole, we have a negativity bias.
Yeah.
Like if I tell you right now, tell me 5 things you like about your life, it's really hard to think about. You have to sit there and think about it. If I say tell me 5 things you don't like, you could probably have a whole list. So humans naturally have a negativity bias. We're more attracted to negative things. That's why we share all the negative videos we share, because we're attracted to that. When good things are happening, it has less of an effect. And you even see down the news, there's so much good things being done, but those things, they're not headline news because nobody pays attention. People pay attention to negative things, but
Yeah.
that has a bad effect on our country too, because you won't believe how many people in America that haven't been back to Liberia in 20 years, in 30 years. It's crazy. You never
Yeah.
see anybody from any other country, East Africa, wherever, Ghana. When the last time you see Nigerian tell you I haven't been back to Nigeria in 20 years? Like what the
No,
hell? Never. All these Nigerians I know they're going back every
they're
other
going
year,
back.
twice a year.
They
Yeah,
do go
at
back
least
to
the
life.
ones that don't go back often, at least once every 3 years, 4 years they go. But you'll see Liberians say I haven't went back to Liberia in 20 years.
Yeah.
That's
Even
ridiculous.
my father been here. Saying I would say he hasn't been back since I would say 37 to 38 years now. He
That's
hasn't
crazy.
been, yeah. And so for me, it's like, I don't know, like it's different. Like people like people from Nigeria, Ghana, different country. They are always going back to their country. But the thing we Liberian, I don't know how like patriotism is not big for us. Like a lot of us. The thing is, even if you see Liberian making a lot of money, they will prefer buying a house in the U.S., sending all their people here, especially a lot of government officials. Do your research, you'll see. A lot of government officials have their family in Ghana, the United States, instead of building a nice house out there and having your family stay there and loving your country. I think some of these things shows to where these people in government, why they are corrupt, because they don't think put the country first. If you're real, like a lot of you go back to the country, you want to make a difference. A real patriotic person will do that. Like they want to make a difference. They want to do stuff. This YouTube video that we even do, how much do YouTube pay me that much? But I feel excited to make sure that somebody I'm putting food on the table. Like even if I'm paying like 4 5%, the 4 5% that I'm paying, I know that I'm making a difference. If you have 3% doing the same, the other person doing the same, the other person doing the same, at the end of the day, Liberia will be getting better. But a lot of people don't think like that. And the real patriotism is about giving. It's not about getting from your country. It's about more giving. I got my job here. I don't have to really be behind people. You do this YouTube, you do this YouTube. But the reason I keep doing it because I know that my guys are happy, especially the team that I have now. They're really good, and they are going out there doing video. They see that I pay them on time. They are happy. If I were to tell them today, saying that, oh, you know why? It's over. I don't want to work with you. Trust me. A lot of them, all of them will be devastated because they know they're getting their pay. Before I start working with some of them, they had no job. Some of them didn't have like a video making experience. Now some of them they are journalists. So for me, it made me excited to say, "Wow, I'm doing something like that." And I just hope that many Liberians think the same way. And someone like you, I hope you keep doing it. You know, don't give up on Liberia because I'm. It's just crazy because even when you're talking to a Liberian, especially the political part of it drives me crazy, man. You can post a picture, you can go to EW Junction and post a new road, and then somebody will just comment on that and say, "This is the new road that is being built." Even if you were not talking about government, they will say, "Oh, that's Joseph Boakai building this." Oh no, that was George Weah Road. I said, "I don't care. I only care about showing this is what happening." And you and somebody will be going back and forward, even if you're trying to make them understand, like, hey, this is not about the president, it's about the new thing that is happening. Yeah,
Right.
so but I always encourage people don't give up on our people because Liberia need influential people. There's a girl called Shwana Cashel. I'm going to interview her on the platform. She went to Liberia from the US. She started some stuff. She teaching people how to do marketing, teaching people how to do videographing, photography, all kinds of stuff. And one of those people working with me, and that person mentality is far different from a lot of Liberians that I've worked with. The person is consistent. The person is hardworking because Shawana took her time to teach this guy good work ethic. And so for me, I think we all can make this different. I think Liberia need influential people, people that will just come in. You don't talk about politics. It's not about which party you are for, but it's about educating them. Liberia first, the people first. Let's put our country first. And now when people try to argue with me, I say, well, I don't have time to argue with you. I care about Liberia first. And sometimes the argument just end like that. But yeah, Stefan, I really encourage you not to give up on that country because yeah, it can be headache sometimes. I said sometimes to argue to do what we do, this platform, you have to have a strong mental stamina, especially when you live out here and you see how somebody argue with you. I think you mentioned that earlier. A person when they
Mhm.
disagree with you, they'll say, Stefan, I understand this is what you think, but I think is this. And, you know, they will tell you what it is. But in Liberia, somebody will say, remember for here, man, you lie. Well, you know, you lie. And like, okay, I lie. Tell me what I lie about. You don't know nothing. And then, but okay, tell me what do you know? You know, so it's like in order for you to deal with Liberian, you have to have a really good strong mental stamina. I always tell people all the time. But let me read some comments here. Somebody posted something here. Um, that is the sad thing about us. I think responding to some of the stuff we are saying, we are no patriotic. That one, many Liberians are not patriotic, or they don't really know the definition of patriotism. Because if they do, our country will always be first. It's not always about what your country gave you, it's about what you gave your country. So somebody saying everyone wants to work in the government. That part of it is true. Everybody, when you see somebody, once somebody is known, the next thing you know, they want to run for office instead of them starting a business. And, to employ a lot of people, they want to go in government. You want to say
And
something?
yeah, those people that be waiting to get their chance in government, they don't. The sad part is they're not waiting to get their chance to make a change. They're waiting to get a chance so they too can fill their own pockets up.
Mhm, yeah.
Then I
And
just say, man, wait, when I get in that position, man, I will take plenty of money.
oh
They're
yeah,
not saying, they're not saying when I come there, I'm gonna start a new trend.
yeah.
I'm gonna start a change. They're saying, man, when I get in that position there,
I will
the
do my
money I will
own.
take, I will
Yeah.
not even have to work again.
But do you know the people tell their auntie them like, oh auntie, don't worry, when I gain power, we will enjoy. That's the thing they'll be telling their family. Oh family,
Yeah,
don't worry. When I gain
no,
office,
that's
I
how it
will.
is. No,
Huh?
really. That's how it really is.
Yeah.
That's what people be thinking. So me, that's why I don't talk to politics. I
Yeah.
don't talk any government talk.
Yeah.
Um, none of that. I don't entertain it. Me, I just don't even take part. I'm not even gonna like you. You say sit there, argue with them. Me, I'm not even gonna be engaged in the
Yeah.
conversation. Like,
No, for me, my argument is more about trying to educate somebody. Hey, I just posted a picture. It has nothing to do with government. A few days ago, there's a Grand Gita Nima Highway Road. They had some things going because the rain season is coming, so they are cleaning the road. So we said, this is what going on Nima Grand Gita Highway. And then
mhm.
people started commenting, oh, this is Joshua project. It's not Joseph Wakai project. So I said, did we call Joseph Wakai name in this? Yeah, but that you are Joseph Wakai Media now. That's why you're posting this.
What I see, what happened when I see road in America? I would say that
Yeah,
Donald Trump road there.
I hear you. And so my brain can be like this. I'm like, man, these people. And when you try to explain with that to them, but I didn't mention Joseph Wakai or Josh, we are in this. But I'm saying it's not the current government role. I said, okay, cool. Thank you for telling me. Then sometimes that's how we end the conversation. But I can be frustrated. I just wish people understand that sometimes we should. Nothing has to do with. Sometimes it's not about who is in power. Sometimes it's just about, oh, this is what going on. Period. But I can bet you, if you were on my platform, you post something that said, oh, this is the Rabblefield Highway Road. You will find one or two person arguing. When did Joseph Bakai sign this contract? This is John Weir Road. I said, but I didn't say Joseph Bakai. I just said this is Rabblefield Highway, the new Rabblefield Highway. That's it. Yeah, so it can give me headaches sometimes. So that's my argument with them. Sometimes I try to make them understand. Sometimes I try to say, you know why? This is not about politics. It's about just showing people what's going on.
That's
Yeah,
it.
let me read some of the comments. I'm watching from Texas. This person watching from Texas, from on through our YouTube channel. He is very encouraging. You are very encouraging.
Thank you.
Yeah, the mindset is the problem there. Seriously, the mindset can be a very big problem for us. Um, Look at the kind of people Liberians we are electing as representatives. That one is true. So I talked to this sister today. She's a very a nice person. She was on one of my. She came to watch one of my live, and then we were talking. She was telling me a lot of good things. I will bring her on the show. That is why Liberia will take a long time to get developed because once everybody gets into power, they get greedy and forget to help the country. But the thing
Yeah.
is, we keep electing people that they don't have nothing. So when they go there, the first thing they want to do is to take care of themselves because they always say we only have 6 years. After the 6 year is over, that's the mindset. So if you elect somebody who has their own money, let's just say if Stefan had interest in politics and he has his own businesses already, and you elect him, do you think somebody will bring $25,000 to him for that to convince him that easy? But if you elect somebody, look at some of the representatives, the senators, their picture before they become who they are, and some of them are very hungry. Yeah.
Rags to
So
riches.
that's the biggest problem. We elect people that don't have nothing, that never had anything. And so when they go there, they actually want to gain something first. And they only have 6 years. That's their number one mindset. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted to say something?
No, maybe we
Yeah.
could take some. Well, I don't see any more questions. Maybe we could wrap this up in a few minutes. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
start my little nighttime routine.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So, any last questions? We could take those. Yeah, Jefferson is always great coming on your show, on your platform. Next time we do this, we'll bring it to my channel, and I'll be the
Absolutely.
one interviewing you.
Yeah.
And the topic of our interviews, we're gonna go
December.
more into. Me, I already you that December. I already know. We ain't have to talk about that one. You that December.
I'm just messing with you.
I want to talk about the power of content creation in
Okay.
Africa and content
Yeah.
creation in Liberia, and
Yeah.
how important it is, not only to showcase Liberia, but
Mm.
how important content creation is for Liberia's development. I think
It-
there's a lot of things
no, I got
people are.
I have a good answer for that. Yeah, I do
Well, it's
have.
not something you answer one time. It's something we're gonna have a discussion about, and
Yeah,
we're gonna put it on the channel. So
yeah,
anybody who's over here and interested in that conversation, we'll make sure when we do schedule it to post it,
yeah,
and everybody tune in. I feel like now content creation is very powerful,
yeah,
and I feel like it's a solution for a lot of people in Liberia to earn an income, because content creation
yeah,
um, doesn't doesn't discriminate. As long as you putting content out there and people are interested, which I believe people in Liberians in the diaspora are very interested in what's going on in Liberia, and there's not even a small fraction of content creation in Liberia, and barely any that's on a higher level.
yeah,
You can count it on one hand. So
yeah,
it's a opportunity for a lot of people in Liberia to earn an income, to build a brand,
yeah.
and it's important for the country, for others to see what's going on and just to hear everybody's story. So
And to
on
tell
the
our
segment we do, I want
yeah,
to talk about mostly
yeah,
content creation.
yeah, to tell our own story too, because like I said, the platform was created after I saw a couple of videos on YouTube, and they were all about the ball naked, the other things, and I'm like, man, we have to do something and change this. Now, when people are searching YouTube, at least they don't only about Liberia. They don't just see all the pictures that we used to see. You see something else,
Right. I
And
agree.
this thing helped us a lot as African, because a long time ago, people mindset used to be all African countries are all about elephant and chasing lions, all this stuff. But now people can go on YouTube, they can see how Africa actually look, So that's the important too. And when you're putting your content out there that much, and people get to see your country, especially great places like Libasa, the other places, people get to say, man, I got to go check that out. Even though it's a poor country, but there are some cool places that I can go. People are tired with Jamaica, Brazil. They want to go new places. And if we Liberian can really start putting stuff out there, guest houses, nice places, people will want to go to our country. So content creation, you will make a lot of money, but also you'll be able to showcase your country in a good way, in a positive way. I think there are a lot of things I can talk about creating content. Really, I would look forward to that conversation. But before you go, let me tell everybody, this is Stefan YouTube page. Please go subscribe him. Let me show it so you guys can see. Please go subscribe him. Liberian Connection. The name is so simple. Go subscribe him. When he created the page, I said, Stefan, that's really good, because that name, like, how when people hear Liberian TV or Liberian TV network, they can relate to it and say, oh, that's my own thing. So the same thing, Liberian Connection, that's a really good, especially you want to make a lot of connection with people. I think this is something good. So you guys go subscribe him. Stefan does some of these videos about building a role in Liberia. Stefan is part of the people in Liberia that build community. They are building their community. He's with a group of Liberians that are doing great job. And the good thing about them, they don't wait for government to build something. They are building their own thing. Like they build their own road. They put their little bridge over it. They're building a lot of things. They're building nice houses. And you don't have to build a super $1 million house, but they don't take Zin round house because they want to make sure that anybody coming in, they should really do live because you can't just say I want to have a nice house in the U.S., but I want to have a Zinran house in Liberia. So they are trying to say, why Liberia deserve better too. But Stefan has a lot of things here that they are doing. They are building modern community. They are building. They have a lot of ideas. If you want to know about building things in Liberia, this is the real deal. Follow his YouTube channel, please. You're saying him few subscribers, and I look forward to the show too. I really look forward to that content creation and how content creation can make a big impact in our community. And if you are creating content like me, you will be employing people. Even if you are just creating content, interviewing people, you'll be shining spotlights on people that are doing great job, and this will change people's lives. So there are a lot of things into content creation depending on what you are creating. No matter what you are creating, if it has to do with Liberia, you will be making a difference. Somebody could search YouTube and find something and say, "Oh, I haven't heard about this country. Let me check it out." And so yeah, Stefan, I look forward to it. But hey, guys, please subscribe him and hit the bell so that when we start going live, you'll get a notification. But Stefan is one of
Yep.
those like-minded Liberians that you need to connect with if you want to do something good in Liberia. If you ask me a question, how do I buy land in Liberia? How do I build a house in Liberia? I don't have much idea, but he's the real deal. I used to do the same thing with Emma. You know, he because he already did these things. He been to Liberia many times. I can just tell you something based on what I think, but he actually will tell you something he know because he been there. So you guys go follow him. But Stefan, thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna sit here a little bit and do a little talking and see if some of my viewers have some questions before I leave. But I
Yeah, yeah.
really appreciate you. I brought a little bit of politics in, but next time we will just talk about the business side of things. We are not
No, I
talking.
don't mind. I don't mind, man. We all good. I think everything went smoothly. I hope
Yeah.
the viewers got a good show. I hope
Mhm.
it gives people something to think about.
Mhm.
And above all else, I hope it motivates people to go back and do something in Liberia.
Yeah.
So as long as we um, accomplish one of those things, I'm happy.
Yeah. But I wanted to ask you what do you have last thing to say before you go, but I think you just said right. Or you want to add something to that?
Yeah, just everybody that's watching right now, um, you're a spectator. Some of us are actually putting action behind that. So I hope more spectators just, put some action to it. If you haven't been back in the country in a while, take a trip. We're saving for all these other vacations. We're going everywhere else. Um, if like I'm following you on Facebook, I know you're a Liberian. I know you don't go back to Liberia, but next thing I see you're in Germany, you're in Italy, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Come back home. Even if you're not ready to build, you're not ready to develop, just go back and see your country. Um, I mean, that's I really can't put it into words how that feels when you go back home for the first time. So I encourage everybody to do that. And we want to have a better country, but we're all gonna have to take small actions towards that goal. And I think that in our lifetime, we will be able to accomplish that for sure. So yeah, that's about it. That's where I'm gonna leave off.
Yep.
Appreciate you again, Jefferson. Always good to get on here with you and talk. And I hope everybody got some value out of this.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.
Yeah, Jefferson, take care, man.
All right. Bye. All right. So I'm here now. So, oh, yeah, Papa, you, Pat, the way you always make me laugh, eh? This guy always make me laugh with his name. And I was like, oh, your Papa. I was like, okay, hold on. His name is your Papa Nobesi. I said that Facebook, I always laugh. That if Facebook got to know what this mean, Probably they'll take that they'll ask him to change his channel. But anyway, I am here. This is the link to the show right now. I want to sit here a little bit. If anybody want to come on to say something, thank you to Stefan for so much for coming on the show. And my sister is laughing too. Um, yeah, that's his name. Every time I see this guy's name, I always laugh. I say, why did he choose this name? But if you go on his channel, he has his YouTube channel called. Let me go. Let me. His YouTube channel is Your Papa Never See, and when he always introduce himself like that, like, "Hey everybody, this is Your Papa Never See." I say, but you did. You saw something where he always introduced himself like that. So let me see if I can go to his Facebook page so you know that I'm not lying. That's his name for real. Even when you search it on Facebook, Facebook will show it to you right away. Yeah, Papa. The Papa doing stuff. Oh, he always introduce. He start his video. Hey, like everybody else, like anybody else would do. You introduce your video. You're proudly introducing yourself. Yeah, so he always does that. It's like, man, this guy is so funny. He got straight face too to say, "Hey, this is your Papa Nobel see." I say, yes, that's how the old people used to curse us when the old man, our man used to curse us when you do something bad. And now, fitting with your Papa Nobel see. So this guy just bring that on YouTube. I hope to see his YouTube channel go viral some days where he has millions of followers. He become one of those YouTube influencer and go to VCon. I've been to VCon a couple of times and I worked there before. And then they will ask him, so what yeah, I just sent you the link. If you want to just come to chat, then we will find a special time. I just not send you the link, but I just commented the link. I just put the link here. All you have to do, copy and paste it into your browser. Then you'll be able to come on. This is the link. I put it in the comment section. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. So your papa will go to this YouTube show, like Vacom or all these places, and then they will ask him. So tell us about your name. Where did that name come from? Yeah. What's the meaning of the name? When you will have to explain to you two. That would be so funny. I would be sitting there and be cheering for whoever asked the question, or I will go backstage and say, "Can you please ask him what the meaning of his name?" Yeah, but yeah, Papa. Yeah, every time the guys comes on the show, every time he come on the show, I always something. I always laugh. He always made me laugh. You got to bring me on the show. Yeah. If anybody want to come on the show right now, the link is right here. I put it in the video. If you guys want, I can go to the YouTube and put it in the video description. The link. If you guys can copy, all you have to do copy and paste it. That's it. Give me a few minutes. I will join your show. Thank you. Yeah, your papa. I always want to interview you on the show. Let me say, brother, I only pray that the government does the right thing. All we need is our basic needs. That's true. All the basic, if the government can do basic stuff, what can it do? I mean, like stable electricity, road connectivity, clean running water, health, security, the basic things. That's what you need to handle. If the Liberians are, even electricity is not stable in Liberia. Here in the US, you can flip your switch on and go on vacation. You stay there like 3 months, 4 months. The only thing will happen, you will come with a huge electric bill. That's the only problem. But when you're changing the thing, they say, but America, we continue to have this small mind. We are not moving nowhere. We have to have big mind because America has this. So why? We can have it too. We shouldn't look down on ourselves, or we shouldn't say, oh, because this is the country is big. It's like in career thing. You want to be COO or CFO, you can be COO or CFO. You don't But if you say, oh, because I came from Liberia, I just went to the University of Liberia, and there are people that went to Harvard, it doesn't matter. The way we look at ourselves, that's how we are doing things. When I came to LA, I told somebody that I wanted to be part of the American film business here. A lot of people were telling me at the time, oh, you wanting to be in Hollywood is like somebody said they want to go to space. So I said, even if nobody ever been to space, the person didn't understand what they were saying. I said, even if nobody ever been to space, I will be the first person to go to space. And now when they see me in Hollywood, they're like, oh man, they got filming all these big people like Oprah, all these people. It's like it's everything is possible. Now, when I'm on a job, I'm telling people who graduate from Harvard what to do. I'm telling people who graduate from USC. If you come to one of my job or you follow me on my personal Facebook page, everything I'm saying here is that's what happening. You'll see me having some of the $250,000 cameras. So everything is possible. When we Liberians always seeing things, we are always telling ourselves, oh, um, this well, this other one, this that America, you can't compare America with Liberia. No, we can, they are developed, but we can do it too. We just need to stop electing some of the broke people who went in power to enrich themselves, or person who never had nothing. Before you know it, within 1 year time in office, they are building mansions. They are building this. They have this. They have that. I'm not talking about just the president. I'm talking about people that never had something, ministers and other people. We need to stop electing these people. When a person is broke, they go in office. The first thing they want to do is to enrich themselves, and a lot of them, they don't just focus on their salary. Here, if I have a good paying job, I'm praying that within the first year, that means work and save money so that I can buy the house. In Liberia, the person, a lot of them, they don't only think about, the pay they are getting. They always think about, oh, how they are going to get extra money because they only have 6 years in power. So for me, I think we need to just focus on who we think will do better. I'm not saying we should start hiring rich people, but I think corruption will die down if one of the requirement is you must have certain businesses or something, some money to be in power. Because maybe that's the only thing we can do. It shouldn't be like that, but I think that's the only way. Because you see some of these representatives, these senators, they went in power. When you see their picture before they went in power, they're very bad looking, but a few months later, 1 year or 2 years later, you see them with big stomach, driving a nice car. Their children are out of the country, living somewhere abroad where they buy $1 million house or $2 million houses, and their people, family living abroad while they are in Liberia. That's the reason. Let me see. Who do we think built Ghana, Nigeria? It's true. These people, Ghana, Nigerian, when a Ghana man making little money, the next thing you know, Ghana man want to build the best house in his town, in his country. Even people, some of the Ghanaians, the Nigerians living out here in LA, in everywhere in America, when they start making money, they don't plan on buying big house here. The first thing they want to do is send money back home to build compounds, to build big businesses in their country. In Liberia, when people start making money, the first thing they want to do is to live the fanciest life, to enjoy, and nothing much happening in Liberia. So that's the thing. Ghanaians, Nigerians, they are when they talk about love your country. And one of the things I really, like about Ghanaians, Nigerians, and other people is that these people can be sitting around people, they will be speaking their local dialect. These people, Nigerians, they're always themselves. That part of it, I gave to them 100%. I've been around a lot of Nigerians that they'll be speaking their Igbo language, but Liberian, when they're among different people, they want to act like those different people. When they're more American, they try to force some type of series that the Liberian call that series, something that they don't know how to speak. But it's the problem with Liberia. We are not always ourselves. So when we make money, we want to take the money out of the country. So, although we want the government to do things, but it is we, the Liberian, will build our country. That part of it, you're right. It is we, Liberian. It's all hand on deck. We can talk about government not doing their thing. They are corrupt. They are not. They don't know their responsibility and all that stuff. By the end of the day, too, the ordinary Liberian need to do something. Not everybody can go to politics. Not every like my plan now is to turn the Liberian TV network to a higher level television station, like something you don't see in Liberia every day. Here we have NBC, CBS, CNN. Those are all American buildings. It's not the government that build these things. And in Liberia, what kind of really good television station you have that is clear, that is great, that have different channel for politics, for entertainment, for this, for that, for sports. You don't have all those stuff. That's why one of my goal is to turn this Liberian TV network into a very good television station that even people living abroad can watch it. Everything takes time. So, but I know I'm gonna get there someday. So we Liberian, if I do this and another Liberian starts something at a record studio, that is the problem. Everyone wants to do politics. That's the thing. Like everybody been brainwashed to believe that the only way you can change your country is to become politician. Landford, thank you so much for all these comments. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much too for coming on the show and commenting the whole time. You've been commenting a lot. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. I think I've seen your name before, but don't worry. Your papa Norbert, he said I should. The guy who he said I should give him some time. He will come on. He said, "Give me a few minutes. I will join your show." So I'm waiting for your papa Norbert. See, oh, he's coming on. Yeah, I've been waiting for this guy for a long time. How you doing, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up, Jeff?
Like the way you kill me all the time with your name. Why? The first question I wanted to ask you, I'm gonna ask you, why of all the name in this whole world, why did you name yourself that?
Man, where you come from, man? You come from your partner overseas.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it's not you that you're not watching I'm talking about, but I'm introducing the person. This is your papa, not Bessie.
Yes, your partner overseas. Don't be afraid to say your
Yeah,
partner
but
overseas.
so I like how you always introduce like there are so few videos I watch on your channel with long
Yeah.
time ago when you start following us. And when I went on your
Mhm.
channel and I will watch it and then you say, "Hey everybody, this is your papa not Bessie." Oh man, I started rolling on the floor. I was with my girl and she was like, "What happened?" And because she's looking for the bathroom, she saw me laughing. I couldn't hold it. And then she said, "Well," I said, "That your papa and mother see each other. What are you saying?" I said, "No, there's a guy on YouTube." She thought I was talking to her. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but good to have you. I've been waiting to have you on the show just to interview you in general because I know. Let me put your channel up here. I know you have.
Yeah, the thing about it is, I didn't really intend to start a YouTube channel. I just wanted to put video on there for my kids
Mm-hmm.
to watch. So I'm not even a YouTuber.
Don't even say that. You wanted to
Yeah.
put video for your kid to watch, and you name it this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but my son don't really know, man. He be there, man, pop out nutback, and he don't really know what it means. So,
This guy, you are so funny. You
you
are
don't
very
really
funny.
know.
Yeah.
It's just I created something. I just started documenting the process of building a house in Liberia
Mm-hmm.
and what we had to go through as people in the diaspora trying to do something back home. So I just started putting video of my house, the house of my Airbnb I'm building in Liberia. So
Yeah.
it's not even like active YouTuber or anything. So
Yeah.
most of the stuff I do on there is like either I'm showing the process of what's going on in Liberia
Mm-hmm.
and also what I do in America, which is a real estate investor.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, that
So
this is really
the
cool,
the
man.
the recent video I put on there, I think a lot of people like it because it
Yeah.
shows the Chinese people destroying properties in Liberia
Wow.
through through the mining and stuff. So
So how
yeah,
often do you go to Liberia?
probably like 2 3 times a year.
Mm. So
Yeah,
we are gonna jump a little more into your business and stuff, but
no problem.
I wanted to understand the name. When you name yourself there, what are people around you? What did they say to you?
They say, "My man, you crazy?" Oh."
Yeah. You know what I said? I think you heard me saying this many times, right? I said if
Yeah.
people knew the definition, probably they
But
will
I want the Oma they call my man. The Oma, you want money like a partner, see to pay this. You want resale money, you better go ask your partner, see, you know. So that's something we hear every time. So a
you
lot of
see,
people relate to it when you say that
yeah.
and laugh
You
because
see,
that's something that was very common.
you see your introduction, you can say it with straight face. You
Of
can say,
course.
hello, everybody, this is your Papa Novesi. I said, no, it's not my Papa Novesi. Let me see. There's somebody who comment here. We will get back to you, but let's see. That was my
You
mother
see, the woman said that was a
way.
man way of yelling at us.
Yeah, yeah. The mom, yeah. Who mother never used to say that? Everybody mother will say that when you piss them off.
Exactly.
Yeah, I will,
Exactly.
yeah. I always tell my brother and sister to go on the ground and go and do their projects instead of sitting here and letting someone do it. What do you think about that one?
It's important to visit Liberia, especially when you're doing project, because the quality that you want in the work that you're
Mhm.
expecting, you have to be able to see it. Because oftentimes when you go to like when you asking people on the ground, yeah, the house good, my man. Ah, wow, the thing the way beautiful, but they don't understand the quality, the attention to detail
Yeah,
that you expect. And a lot of the Liberians tend to be similar to African Americans, right?
yeah,
So a lot of Liberians have not had the opportunity to travel, so they don't understand attention to detail. So for them, what is quality is not similar to what's quality for you. And
yeah,
same thing with African American when you compare like what poverty is in America to what poverty is in Africa, it's not the same.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The people can live in the hood here. They will have electricity 24 hour. They will have water bill $5,000, $10,000, and they won't turn it off. In Africa, you're not getting running water. If you're not going to the well early in the morning to go draw water, you're not getting water. So the poverty that you think is poverty here, it's
yeah,
not really poverty. It's luxury. You know what I'm saying? You get to come to a house with electricity, running water, refrigerator that will have food in it. You can go to the food bank. Those things are not afforded to people in Africa,
yeah,
especially in countries like Liberia, where you tend to see extreme poverty. You know, so when you build in Liberia, it's extremely important that you go there, even if it's one time a year. You make sure you go there because you're sending thousands and thousands of dollars, and you don't just want to just see a video on WhatsApp, Facebook, or however you get your video, because you want to make sure that the house meet the standard that you're expecting. You don't
yeah.
want to go to a house that look like Zimmer or something like that because you're working here hard. No,
So the house you're building, or the real estate, the stuff you're doing in Liberia, do you use company to build it, or you
no, no,
supervise them
no.
yourself?
Most of my houses I do here in the U.S. I
No, I
tend
mean in
to,
Liberia.
yeah, in Liberia. I visited probably like at least 2 times a year,
Hmm,
but I'm getting video at least 3 or 4 videos a day,
hmm,
and I'm going also not live video, but they're calling me on video on FaceTime, on WhatsApp, and I'm seeing things. And because I'm in construction, so I understand certain things that the normal person is not privy to. So I can see qualities, I can
yeah,
see attention to detail, and I'm able to question it because that's something I do with my contractors here. So it's easy for me. It's easy for me.
Why inspire you to get into real estate?
I think what inspired me to get into real estate is when I graduated college from here, and I got my degree in bio or biological science pre-med, and then I attended Stanford University in Palo Alto briefly for medical school. And then I really didn't like that. And then when I moved back to New Jersey, I started as an educator for Princeton University, teaching experiential education. So when that happened, I was like, I kind of don't like it like that. But then when I started to realize, I was like, man, I got all this degree, but I don't have no money. I think I was at Wawa one time, and I look at that I was supposed to put gas in my car, and then I look at my bank account, and then I look at my car, like shit. And I get all this degree here, more than a thermometer, but I ain't got no money in my account. Like, what the hell's going on? So I said, so I Google, like, I said, what are some of the richest people in America? What they do? And then when I Google it, I figure, okay, a lot of them are in real estate. And then I started to think about when I was on a refugee camp, because I was in Liberia during the wartime. I was in Guinea, I was in Ivory Coast, I was in Ghana, and we used to help people build houses and stuff like the mud house, sometimes mix it with concrete. And I realized, like, sometimes everybody need a home to stay at.
Yeah.
Everybody need a house, somewhere to stay. You can fake having money, but you can't fake being homeless.
Yeah.
So, and I used to help people in the refugee camp with building the houses. So I say,
Wow.
I like real estate. And even
In the refugee camp in Ghana. Oh wow.
in Ghana, even in Guinea, say I used to, I was on Botubura.
But
I used to have,
your name by that time, it was not Papa Novesi,
no, it was not
right?
called. I know that just a couple of years ago. So,
Yeah.
on Butupura, I was, went to Kumasi and stuff like that. And I was in Abidjan. I was in JK in Guinea, went to Concrete briefly. But, during the wartime, I was back and forth.
I
So,
gotta blame you for something.
go
because
ahead.
of, because of you, the Jew that that dating, when we got to know your name, every little thing she said, that your papa never see it. Because she knows I like your thing, and I'll be laughing about
Man.
so,
You know?
so no matter how serious we were doing, talking about stuff like when I were argument, when she say your
Mhm.
papa never see there, I'll be laughing. Then the whole fight ends. That's how it ends. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I'm a big fan. I just like how you are very bold to say
Yeah.
it. I can't say
Yeah.
that. I can't say that. I don't
It's
know
a
why.
Liberian team, my man.
Yeah, I
Every
know. I
woman
know.
calls your partner overseas. Partner,
so, so can you?
either.
While you were here, can you do your little introduction that you do so that people can know? Like,
Yo, everybody. Don't be afraid to say that your partner overseas. I'm live and direct with the Liberian TV network. Let's go.
there you
Don't be
go.
afraid to say your partner overseas.
I'm a big fan of this guy. There's no time that you ever say that or that I ever watch your video.
My man.
Always serious. Sometimes serious. I want to see a real estate video or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
like when you introduce yourself. Now I would be laughing. I would just forget about the whole thing. Not forget
Yeah.
about watching it, but I would just laugh at that moment. Like
But
so funny. Yeah.
before I forget, man, I'm very, very proud of you for for what you're doing for the Liberian community before we go far. You're doing a lot of great work. You have a ton of subscribers. I think over 30,000 subscribers coming to this country and creating your own lane that you have created. I think is not something that to be, it's something that has to be appreciated because I'm pretty sure that when you told people your dream, they also laugh at you.
Oh yeah.
Like they say, "Oh, how you gonna do that?" But you believe in yourself, and the first thing to accomplishing your goal is you believe in yourself. And I always tell people, faith. If it's faith, it can be explained.
Yeah.
You know, because when you have faith, you have to believe that God is able to provide the difference between where you at and where in the direction that you're going. So
Yeah.
you come in here, you work in the entertainment industry, and I think people don't understand you. You have worked with some incredible talent, and
Yeah,
people who are in upper echelon in
yeah,
terms of like America. So,
yeah.
it's something that you should be extremely, extremely proud of yourself.
There's
Um,
nobody. There's nobody I ever dream of working with that I haven't actually met. To be honest with you, like people like Oprah,
mm,
people like even Denzel Washington. You know,
mhm,
like a lot of names, like even Michelle Obama, Trump. I work on. I know people may not like that part of it, but my job is not to discriminate. We put politics aside, then we do the work.
absolutely.
Yeah, people that Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all the top level people, Jeff Bezos,
Hmm.
the billionaire, all these people. So
Hmm.
it's I always tell these things because everything is possible, man. Everything is possible. And for me, when I'm doing all those things, those are work. But when I'm doing the Liberian TV network thing, coming here, interacting with our people, laughing, joking, I would have never
Hmm.
known you if I didn't create this YouTube channel. And
Absolutely.
this YouTube channel is not. I think people that followed the channel from the beginning, you would. Yeah, people never used to see my face. I was doing
Hmm.
it at the time to show Liberia, showcase stuff, and and so I'm very happy too that this channel we have few people that work with us in Liberia. I said it many times that every
Hmm.
month they get paid, and hiring few people in Liberia for me, it's one of it's a great thing. It's not about me coming here. There'll come a time that somebody else will do what I'm doing right now, because it's not about me coming here. It's just the idea of giving people jobs at the same time
Absolutely.
showcasing Liberia, and most of the people that work with us, they get paid more than some of the top media company. They are journalists in Liberia, and for me,
Hmm.
that's the thing that I'm very proud to have because you are making a difference in somebody else's life.
Absolutely.
Every month, these people look up to me and say, "Oh, we are getting paid." I can stay in my little
On time.
apartment. Yeah, my own manager were able to rent her own apartment, move in with her daughter, and it's for me. These are the kind of stuff that when you are doing in life, those are the real accomplishment. We can have all
Hmm.
these jobs, work with this person, work with that person. That's your own money you're making. But when you're
Absolutely.
giving back to somebody, it's a big deal. But thank you. I appreciate you, the acknowledgement. I also I'm proud of you for what you are doing. Giving back to your country, which brought the question to me. A lot of people come out here, they work hard, they get to where they want to be. They don't want to think about countries like Liberia to make a difference. From your point of view, why did you decide to make that move?
I mean, you have to understand, like, your life is not your own.
Mm,
You you're supposed to be a service. You're supposed to serve other people. Um, you may not have had the opportunity to be in America to have exposure that you have, but some through some divine intervention, God placed you here. So now you have to use your life as an instrument to serve others. And the fact that you created your channel, Liberian TV network, you have people on payroll. They're depending on you to pay their kids' tuition. They're depending on you to pull food in a family mouth. But you're doing it not as an obligation because it's a passion to you.
hmm
You're doing that and you are helping them. And the fact that God has blessed you to come to this country, you're giving back. You're giving back. So for me, is I look at myself as, okay, God has placed me here. I'm making something of my life. I'm not just wasting it away. I'm not doing something that I'm not supposed to do. Now, how can I reach back? I can't save Liberia as a country, but I can help maybe one, two, or three people. I can go back to the village that I grew up in Nima County. I can send computers. I can send books. I can send $100, $200, $300. It may not be a lot of money here, but back there it's a lot of money
Oh
because
yeah.
it can pay tuition. So when you're looking at those things, you're giving back because when you tie, God is asking for 10%. He's asking you to keep the 90%. But what happens when you also decide to go beyond the time and also give back to the community that you came from? You know, Liberians have to build Liberia.
Yes.
Liberia is not going to be built by foreigners. Liberia is not going to be built by foreign companies. You know, we Liberian, and the thing I always tell people is Liberia has an advantage because when you look at Ghana during Kwame Nkrumah era, he sent a few people to England, right? However, when we have the war, which is a disadvantage to us, the good part is a lot of us fled. We fled a different country. We fled to, you talk about Gambia, South Africa, England, the United States, Australia, Canada. So we got a lot of Liberian in these developed countries who have skills, talents, education, morale, experience. People like yourself, people like myself, and many others that we can call to come back to Liberia and use this education and talent to build back our country. So if sometimes when you visit Liberia, you say, you know what, man, wow, I can use my education here. I mean, I- I'm pretty educated.
Yeah.
The name might not say it, but I'm pretty educated. There's thousands of Liberians out there that are educated. There's thousands of Liberians out there who are versed in the entertainment business, who have, knowledge when it comes to money, finances. I'm currently my fraternity is Alpha Phi Alpha, right? So the current president, he's in my fraternity. So I remember my first time going back to Liberia in 2012. I met Ellen and Joseph Block, the current president, and we met at Painesville Town Hall. And that night alone, we raised over $50,000 US that
Wow.
we donated to the University of Liberia. Currently, in the group chat that I'm in, we have a lot of my fraternity brothers. A lot of them are affiliated with the current government. One of them is actually the coach for the track and field team who
Mm,
recently performed really well in Ghana. So you
mm,
have all those experience that we can bring to Liberia. For you, for example, a government official can say, Jeff, I'll bring you to Liberia for a week. I need you to teach these journalists. I need you to do a seminar for a whole week.
yeah.
I'll pay your stay. I'll pay your flight ticket. And the amount of experience and knowledge that those journalists in Liberia get from you will be way more than
Yeah.
that amount of money that will spend for your flight ticket or your stay in Liberia. So we can tap into all those Liberians that have migrated into this first world country, as they say, and bring them back to our country because Liberia has to be built from a private sector.
Yes.
It has to be built from. It can't be built from company. You know, getting. It's no other resources in Liberia to sell. Everything has been sold.
Yeah.
So we, the Liberians that migrated to the other country, we have to come back.
Yeah.
You have people like Stefan who's doing things over there in Liberia. You those people have to be encouraged. You have to give them. You got to incentivize them. You got to incentivize them to come back and be willing to invest in our country. You cannot tell me that you have more Ghanaians who are smarter than Liberians. Nothing wrong with Ghanaians. I like them. But we Liberians were very competitive. You cannot tell me there's more Ivorians who are a lot more educated and smarter than Liberians. We just need the opportunity to come back and invest in our country, you know?
Yeah. So my sister, she has hosted a show before with me, and like co-host, and her name is Miata. She said, "It's finally good to see you." I think everybody, any Liberian can relate to your name. That name
Hmm.
there you chose is so funny. Yeah. But so you just sat down one day and decided that, sorry, we are going to finish the name thing soon, but I just wanted to have an understanding. You just sat down one day and just clicking your hair. You said, "Let me do my YouTube channel." And you thought about it. You said, "Let me just
Yeah,
name it this
my mom always, every time I ask for money, your pa Nobel still give it to me. And you can go ask your pa Nobel see.
way."
So,
Oh my, you see the trouble you caused for us now.
yeah.
Oh my, you caused the trouble.
Don't
Sorry.
even say that to my boy. YouTube go bomb me because it's gonna be one Liberian that's gonna say, "Oh, that man need an eye probio."
No, no, hopefully not. Hopefully the person can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
pa Nobel see, man. Don't be
people
afraid to say
mindset,
it.
people mindset can be something, but
Mm-hmm.
hopefully no better
Mm-hmm.
people won't do that because the amount of effort people spend on their YouTube, that's why you see when people, I don't encourage it, but when people post, I seen people will post our video, and then YouTube, the copyright thing will register, and
Mhm.
you have the option to either to take it down or to send a person a message. Sometimes I don't even do anything about it because I know the amount of effort people put in their YouTube channel. It's a lot of work. I learned
Mhm.
that YouTube is harder than Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook, you can get a lot of followers. We just started on Facebook. We started being consistent the last year. I think the middle of last year, and now our Facebook has 27,000 followers.
That's a
The
lot.
Liberian TV network, and people are following us every day. But when you go to when YouTube, we've been on YouTube for a long time. If that was Facebook when we did that, trust me, it's we would have had 500,000 on Facebook. And same with there on YouTube. If we were on Facebook like that, we would have had
Mhm.
500,000 followers on Facebook. Yeah, that's my manager. She said, "Tell them, oh, boss." Yeah, she's the one that posting every time on YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, this girl you see, she really work hard at the same time supervising everybody in Liberia. But
It's
like
amazing.
I've
It's
said it many
amazing,
times.
Patricia.
I've said it many times. People talk about people eating their money, and some of us we have experiences. People take the money and stuff. But Patricia, the reason she does almost everything for me there.
But my thing is, right, Jeff?
Mm,
If you have a country where you have a grown man with three, four, five kids,
mm.
and he don't have a job, what do you expect him to do?
Yeah, but you see, some people too. This is the problem. Did some? I think. Let me say this: some people that do that, they are not smart. That,
No.
that's why I'm gonna give you Patricia example. When we first started working together, I would say, okay, let me send you this amount. Go and pay the people. Go and do this. Then I was saying her less than how much I will pay the people. Imagine she's the manager. She's supposed to get paid more than people that were working, the journalists. But I used to tell her because Patricia too, she's my sister. And so what happened? I said you can benefit from it more than these people, but I don't have money right now for you to get more. So
Mm,
what happened? I will send these people money. Patricia one day never tried nothing. Saying I've been sending Patricia money. She been doing it. She will spend the money the way exactly I wanted. She never one day. But let me tell people that try to play this thing saying because I'm suffering. This is where they are not smart. Patricia, when I trust her, she now certain time I gave her the job, and every month I decide to pay her. If she had eaten, like just say I sent her 500 or $1,000, she took that money, and I don't hear from her anymore. She,
mhm.
and she been working with me, I think, for 2 to 3 years now. If you calculate the amount of money she made from me, it's more than the $1,000 or $1,500 probably she would have stole from me. So, and Patricia managed that to even get her own place to
Mhm.
stay. So all these things you see when you're smart, you make more money from that person once they trust you. And there come a time, of course, I will always say, "Oh, hold it smart and hold the data," because
Mhm.
I trust her. But these
Mhm.
people that they get little money, and before you know, they just you know, and I'm telling this story because I want people to learn from this that you can make more money from somebody than the little money they send you. Somebody send you $1,000, you take it, you think that big money, the person can't hear from you, you're lying to the person, that person will never trust you again. And you will never get money from. If somebody do that,
So,
you're never gonna get money from me again. Ever. I don't care
mm,
how related you are to me. Um, but when the person get to trust you, you
mhm.
get a lot of money. So I want many Nigerians back home that have that mindset that says when somebody send me money, I will look for my little chopping on the side. But you can one day never take $5 out of anything that I try to do in Liberia because we always go down to the details of how things work. And,
Mhm.
and so for me, it's the reason the trust is there. Nobody ever
Correct.
complained that, oh, you pay us today and Patricia took the money. So I hope a lot of people learn from her because if she was somebody else right now, I won't be able to. She won't be working with me. This lady who has her own thing going, she won't be at least having that going. Like every month, she knows she's getting paid somewhere. Even
Mhm.
if I don't, she doesn't have to call me to say, "Oh, please send me something," because she know she's working and she's getting paid. And guess
Mm.
what? Our job is to sit in there. Now, she knows me. I give compliments. Sometimes I'll say bad thing. Her job is to sit in there. Don't go nowhere. Post few pictures. Call the guys and say, "Hey, you're working today," and then add some title to video when it's not right. That's all she had to do because she
Mhm.
getting paid every month. So you see, she got easy job, but she's still getting paid. And that's
Mm.
what happens when people trust you. And I'm the kind of guy who not every time I will send you money, but I want to see you. If I would do something, even I'd say in my own children in the future, I will make sure that
Mm.
even before they get $5 from me, I make sure they learn how it works. Like I would say, okay,
Correct.
go clean your room. I'll give you that $5. So they
Mhm.
know that they are earning it. Patricia knows she's
Correct.
earning the money. Whether she sit down there on Facebook running her mouth, she's still earning it. But yeah, but I just wanted to tell that story because that's the smart part. When you don't steal from people that trust you, you get more.
Correct.
Then and with if the thing get bigger, who am I going
Mhm.
to trust more? And than her.
Mhm.
In the long run,
Mhm.
will even enjoy it more. And a
Absolutely.
lot of people don't understand. Even though sometimes she try to play baby, but that won't play, one better. Yeah, man. But I'm so happy for you that you are doing what you are doing. In Liberia, you are making a difference, man, building houses. But I think there's a house here that I see you something. These houses are they something that you're building to sell or your own houses?
Nah, it's my own house, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my own house.
That is so good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How difficult it is to build house in Liberia? What's the first step you need to do if you want to build a house?
I mean, well, Liberia is very challenging because there's not a lot of transparency
Mm,
when it comes to dealing with people in Liberia. It's not like other country that's developed where you have things online. From buying the land to making sure that the land's property is deeded, to making sure they're not selling the land two or three times. The land's good, and you gotta plant cassava on there. And then you gotta wait for a certain time, and then to buying things. And the thing with Liberia is, I always tell myself, people gonna steal from you in Liberia, but you just gotta be comfortable with how much you want them to steal.
mm,
That it just comes with the territory. And it's so sad to say that, but you have, Liberia is a country that was birthed out of trauma. It was birthed out of trauma. You had people who came there in the early beginnings that colonized part of Kongaton, took it violently, enslaved the indigenous people, and then to the late 80s, early 90s, when Doe took power and did what he did, and then you go through the 14 years of civil war where you had all the atrocity, women being raped, child soldier killing, and all these people that grew up with trauma, they grew up with trauma, and we never had time to heal as a country. We never had time to heal as a country. And then you have all these leaders who promise heaven and earth, and they come in and abuse the country, steal things, takes from the people, misuse, mismanage resources. So you have people who don't have the desensitized to their fellow citizens. Sometimes you have people who even live in your community that rape your family members, you know, and you have 85% unemployment rate. The youth don't have no jobs. They don't believe in school no more, so they smoke drugs. The girls do whatever they can for money. So how can you expect people that don't even make $150 and then you're sending them 500, $1,000 to not steal from you? They will steal. They don't have access to that money, and they see the leaders do it. They see the people in the churches do it. They see the people in higher position do it. So when they have that money, they go and steal. They call it elephant meat.
mm.
They call it elephant meat. So you can't. They're going to steal from you. You just gotta be, okay with how much they're playing to steal. So by the end of the day, that can deter us from going back and enjoying our country. You see the Chinese, you see the Indians, you see the Arabs. They're not running to America. They're running to Africa. We the African run into Europe and run into America. There's something in Africa that we don't understand. There's something that those people live, some of those people are living better life in Liberia than we are here. If you if you really look at it, how many of us in America got house girl or house boy? How many of us in America got, one job that will leave you at 3 o'clock in the daytime and coming to enjoy life? In Liberia, they're done 3, 4 o'clock. They're going to entertainment spot. They're going to family member. They're enjoying life. We are here, work, overworking, underpaid. We stress out. Yeah, we have opportunity here to get job, but we're not really enjoying life. We're not really enjoying life. People in Liberia are enjoying a lot better life than we are. And sometimes when we build these houses, some of these people can't even afford ticket to go back to go even see the house.
Mm.
Ticket right now to go to the library is 2,000, 2,100. The regular person that's working here, where they going to get that money from? If you
That's
getting paid every 2 weeks.
it's a lot of money than people think. Yeah,
It's a lot of money. You're talking about 2,000. Let's just say the ticket $2,000. Then you gotta pay money to go through the airport, pay money to be there. If you ain't got car, you gotta buy a car, get car to rent. You literally looking like maybe $7,000 to $10,000 to budget just for you to go to Liberia and see the
then
house.
and that too, you got family members that probably,
Exactly.
yeah, you gotta
Exactly. And
take
we, as people who are in the diaspora, we have to create competition because we got to have more than one flight going to Liberia. Right now, I think Brussels is the only flight that's going to Liberia. The fact that we don't have stable electricity, we put dirty fuel in people in the plane when they land to Liberia. All of this, it's,
you're like
it's not
telling,
funny, but it's happening. It
yeah,
happens.
yeah. Let
So
me let me try to. I know what you're saying, make something, but saying we have few people watching. I just wanted to make a little bit announcement again on
no
them.
problem.
Yeah, then we will come back. But this is my brother, his YouTube channel. He does this video. And, he been to Liberia. Maybe you can subscribe him, reach out to him, like get him to that 1,000 subscriber. I'm a big fan of him. So this one, I don't mind promoting him. I don't mind promoting him because we need to get him to that 1,000 subscriber, so that we can get my brother with that name out there. We gotta get that push that name. We
Your
all can
partner
relate.
oversee, your partner oversee.
You just keep saying it. You get dry face saying it. Yeah, so you need to get your papa out there. What you want to tell the subscriber, but so that something that will convince them to first you got to introduce yourself, then you tell them that.
Well, Jeff, I told you, my man, I'm not a YouTuber. I put this video on here because my kids sometimes they want to learn about Liberia,
Yeah.
and I don't always have them. So this is the way that they always go back and learn. But I think Liberians started finding it informative, and a lot of them are looking. But I'm not, I don't do YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not active in videos and stuff. I do investment.
You know, you know, you know, you know, you know Emma, right? Zawadi M.
I think I seen a couple of her channel and stuff. I
Okay.
follow you. I follow.
Yeah.
I think her and
Yeah.
there's another girl called. I
And
think she speak or
and the
something like
reason
that.
the reason I'm saying this is when Emma first started, Emma was never she never had the intention to say I want to be a YouTuber.
Hmm.
Uh it she realized that when we talk about it, she learned that on YouTube is one way to reach out to people, because you may be in some chat rooms, but you may not cover everybody. For example, I'm seeing your video you posted 12 days ago. It got over 6,000 person, and whatever information you had in there, there are 6,000 people that saw that information. So
Mm,
sometimes it's
I didn't
good
know
to have this social media It's even if I didn't have Liberian TV network, the
Mm-hmm.
social media platform is powerful in this world we live in. Even if you have a business, you can use your social media to bring extra people without even paying a television station to advertise your
That's
business.
true.
And
Mm-hmm.
as time goes by, even if you have a business in Liberia, as time goes by, the competition will be high. And the
Mm-hmm.
best way that you will beat other people in that competition is through your social media. That's why I'm growing my social media. So if the opportunity is there to what I'm trying to say, if the opportunity is there for you to grow your YouTube, I would say do it. It's not just we all have our day job. You
That's
know
true.
what I do stuff for a living.
Mm-hmm.
But these YouTube are things that when you're doing them, you are not just posting for people to watch, but you are
Mm-hmm.
giving information. If you sit down on your YouTube and telling people building house 101 in Liberia, and you are
Mm-hmm.
some things, there'll be a lot of people that are learning from you. You will be
That's true.
so sometimes it's not about being a YouTuber. It is more about just having a social media platform that helping people out. And that do you know how many people reach out to me when I interview people like Emma and other people? And they're like, oh man, that girl you interviewed because of you, I got to know. And, this happened, that happened. And because she got her YouTube channel, she started teaching people how to build houses, how to buy land in Liberia. And so for me, this social media, every major corporation in the world, they have social media platform.
Correct.
Major business, every company these days. I'm not talking about in Liberia because sometimes the Liberian businesses they haven't caught up on that yet. But like any company you think about in the USA has a major social media platform, like page, like Facebook or Instagram. And
Absolutely. That to expand on that, not to cut you off, is there is a power of social media because I did learn a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm
yeah,
gonna shout out Piso Matthew.
yeah,
I learned a lot from her, from building house in Liberia, how
yeah,
much she documented her process, and
yeah.
also Angeline. I believe you recently interviewed
Oh
her.
yeah, my sister Angeline. That's my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah. I learned. I literally watched that channel maybe like 3 or 4 times a piece, and I was able to draw from that experience. And
Yeah,
that's how I was able to undertake my project in Liberia. So you are right. The
yeah,
power of social media is there.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, social media can be very powerful when you use it right. Some of
Yeah.
us, I don't consider myself a YouTuber. Maybe people can call me that. I don't care either way. But
Mm-hmm.
my goal is using the social media to do something, to do
Mm-hmm.
certain things. So I think social media is very powerful in a way that you can use it for the right reasons and you can educate people too. And maybe let me tell you this: what if your YouTube channel started blowing? Like you posted a video 12 days ago, look at that amount of views you got. What if you start making some money? You can say, okay, you know what, this money I can use it for me to go to Liberia, yeah, so why not, instead of getting money out of your pocket, you could get money from YouTube. It's free money. You know, it's like a,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a like free money just from your content that you're creating. Before you know it, you got extra money coming in your pocket that you
Yeah.
can throughout the time instead of just buying the plane ticket. Probably you'll say, "Well, I always spend my money anyway, so let me use this amount to just buy first class." Here you are now enjoying first class from YouTube. So you never know, man. These social media, they are. It's not something you do every day, but I mean, whenever you get a chance, do it.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's more of I look at it as we live in the 21st revolution, right?
Hmm.
Where we are now sharing. It's one thing. I think it's mostly it's common among Africans, right? We don't like to share. When we know something, we like to keep it to ourselves.
Yeah,
You know, uh, even you being on here and interviewing people and the sharing, that's something that's not common among African. When we
yes,
know information, we keep it to ourselves.
you're
If
right.
being in America, like you tend to ask somebody, they were willing to share that knowledge with you. Whereas you get somebody from Africa to make you work. They'll make you work for it. So I think having a platform like social media, YouTube, Facebook, IG, and stuff like that, I think we're able to share. And when we share, we
Mhm.
see other people that look like us,
Yeah.
sound like us, that are doing it, and
Hmm.
then boom, you get the revelation that if he looked like me, she looked like me, they came from the same place I came from, they're doing what I'm aspiring to do, I can definitely do it.
Yeah.
So what's stopping me?
Yeah. And
You
you
know.
you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised you'll run into somebody that will say, "Oh, thank you so much for your channel." After you,
Mhm.
of course, for you, that you and them will laugh a little bit for your name first. Then they will say, "Oh, I appreciate your channel because." I watched it when you were building your house in Liberia. You were posting these videos. I was able to, I was inspired. You'll be surprised. But let me tell
Mhm.
you, I receive messages all the time with people that I interview on the platform. That's why I can be encouraging Liberian. I say, create a YouTube channel, create Facebook page, create these things. You don't have to do them every day, but you
Mhm.
do them and you will educate people. And for me, I'm one of those people that, a lot of Liberians, especially Liberian, we say, Africans, they don't share, but mostly Liberian, I've dealt with bloggers from Nigeria, from Sierra Leone, from Cameroon. But when you talk to Liberians, bloggers, the first thing they will tell you, we are in competition. I said, what type of competition will we be in? It's crazy. The same person that following you can follow me. They can watch your
Correct.
video and still look for other video to watch, and they might.
Mhm.
So it's the Liberian mentality. It's just so much. It's like everything the opposite. When I'm talking to people from
Why do you think that is?
Because they think competition. Because I think it's, I don't know, jealousy. Like, oh, if I help your papa Nobesi and you become big, then I should be big. I don't care. Like, you see me sharing Angeline page. I used to share Emma page a lot. I share other people pages. I don't care,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, if you become big, I will look back and say, man, I'm so happy this brother moved up. If you have a pure mind, God will bless you. If you have
Absolutely.
that mind.
Amen.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
it frustrates me a lot of time when I'm talking to, especially on Facebook when we first started. You're talking to a Liberian blogger, they say, "Oh, we are in competition. I can't work with you." And I'm like, "This
What?
is serious?" Yeah, it's that I don't mind sharing other people pages. I don't mind sharing other people things. It's no competition. People can follow more than 100 YouTube pages. They can follow more than 100 Facebook pages. One person can do that.
You see, this is what I always think, right?
Mm,
It's a saying that said, so I'm pretty sure you in Cali. So when you
mhm,
go to there's Walmart or Target or something like that. When you go to Walmart or Target, if you want ketchup, they have at least three, four, five brand of ketchup, right?
mhm.
Different flavors,
Yeah,
different company.
yeah.
But when you put the ketchup on the food,
Hmm.
it's not the ketchup that make the food.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the chef that
Hmm.
make the food.
Yeah.
So we can all be in the same lane,
Hmm.
but it's me and how I engage with my audience,
Yeah.
the quality of content I bring to my audience
Hmm.
that will make the difference.
Yeah.
And I can give you what I know, but if you don't know how to deliver it like me,
Hmm.
you can't beat me.
I think you are right. That's the best way to put it. But besides that, these are social media. Like we are saying, people can watch two, three videos sometime when they are on YouTube before they leave. So they could see Liberian TV Network video, they watch it, they still come to your page and watch yours.
And,
But
and,
why? Yeah.
and there's a thing that librarians don't understand, right?
Hmm.
There are certain customers that will not have the appetite or the satisfaction if there is no Walmart.
Yeah.
There are certain customers that will not have the appetite or satisfaction or no Target. They
Yeah.
still offer similar issue. There will be people that will not enjoy content if there is no Librarian TV network.
Yeah.
There will be people that can enjoy certain content if there is no Zawali and or Angeli or Peace of Matthew or She Speaks. they all have different audience that enjoy different content from them, and we all deserve to be in the same space.
Yeah.
That don't mean I'm taking from you, I'm taking from her, I'm taking from them.
Mm-hmm.
But they just feel like, oh, because you're doing the same thing I'm doing, so we can collaborate. No, we can collaborate because we all have different audience that enjoy different things from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm hearing your feedback. It looks like the life is coming to the end.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
But it was nice talking to you, Jeff. I appreciate everything that you're doing for the Liberian community.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing a partner of SC on this channel. It's about
It's good. You knew I was gonna laugh, right?
it's the night, so it's all good, man. I love you. I will always continue to support you. If you got anything going in Liberia, I got a school in Nimba
Yeah.
that I've been supporting since 2012. Um, I love everything about Liberia. I want to be an active participant in building Liberia. I'm very connected with a lot of things in Liberia. I tend to become, I'm a behind the scene person. But
Yeah.
man, I appreciate everything you're doing, man. I hope God continue to bless you and everything you put your hands in, man.
Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you. For you what you are going through. For sure, this time I will try to get in touch with you. I will see you in the video too. So we can stay in touch. Yeah, like we do
Absolutely.
now. I use calls Stefan. We all connected, everybody connected with each other. The new generation, we have to connect and work together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I have good connection with the people. A lot of people from Lima, especially the women living in Lima. My best female friend ever, she's from Lima. And the entire family, the Thomas family, they are very friendly in California here. So we are very close. Every Thanksgiving, they always invite me to their house. And any kind of Christmas or any holiday they have.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
thank
man.
you.
God bless.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bye. Yeah. So that was my new friend here. Yeah. Yeah, Papa Nobesi. Yeah, I don't know. I hope my dad is not watching. My father, he always watch my show, but it's not me. Oh, that's his name right there. But I really appreciate all of you that been watching, commenting. Yeah, this guy name always makes me laugh. Like every time I see him, it's because of certain reason, I will go check out some of his video. And then when I check it out, when he introduced himself, I would just be laughing. And I can't believe he came on the show and still kept saying it. It's like he has a bull face. Liberian people say dry face to be saying it like that. But that's the good. Anybody can relate to that name. I mean, when you are growing up, somebody said that to you, and so yeah, but I just want to appreciate Stefan for coming on too. And, I appreciate his brother. He's always supportive of my platform. Yeah, Papa, thank you so much for coming, man. It's finally good to talk to you. I will for sure connect with you because we are all Liberian. We're supposed to be connecting with each other and helping each other. So hopefully we can promote your platform too so you can get more subscribers and stuff so you can teach more Liberians. It's not about being a YouTuber, it's more about helping people, how, especially the scam in Liberia about building houses. And the fact that you are building house in Liberia, that means you figure out how things work there. So we have to promote you to grow your channel so more people can see you. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching me. I've been sitting here for a long time. For me, when I'm ready to go live, it's always long. Last night I was on Facebook. I went live. I was there for like over 7 hours. That's how crazy it was. And so tonight I'm here for 3 hours. So I'm about to leave. This weekend I need to rest. Thanks you guys so much. I think I feel I'm tired. I appreciate you all for watching. If you haven't subscribed us on Facebook, and if you haven't followed us on Facebook, it's the same name, Liberian TV Network. If you haven't followed us on YouTube, subscribe us on YouTube. It's the same. But again, thank you again for coming. I appreciate you. I see you guys on the next live show. Um, Thank you. Please support my platform, yeah, by sending me Cash App. I have the Cash App information in the comment section. I will appreciate you guys. I'm sitting here with my life. At least you try to give me something, put something in my pocket, like my Liberian people. You support your brother, man. You know, that's the Cash App information, the PayPal there. You can copy and paste in the browser. But if you can do that, there's it's JTS Visual Media for Cash App, Venmo, JTS Visual Media. A lot of you that are on Venmo and Cash App, it's easy. You can support our platform, man. These people, some of our guys, sometimes I send them data too. Like besides what I try to give them every month when they do some videos, when they're going somewhere far, I try to send them little data. Yeah, but that's our Cash App information. I think when you paste the information here, it looks something, but it's JTS Visual Media on Cash App. Mobile money is JTS with become what's his name, Venmo is JTS Visual Media. Then all that number is the PayPal. So I appreciate you guys if you can drop me little Cash App. Just all the sitting down here I'm doing. That I've been doing. I'm hungry. I want to go get some food. So let me JTS Visual Media on Cash App and Venmo. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye bye. If you want the information that I'm showing right now, the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, they are all in the comment from the on the top.